Plastic bags are ubiquitous in modern life, but it's no secret that when it comes to the plastic bag challenge, Heretic plastic bags are the best in the industry. It all starts with the mined salt from the tears of fanboys. They filter the impurities from the salt by placing it in Gene's travel cocktail shaker. After it's melted, the material is placed into a condom machine where it comes out in a single tube. Utilizing Gene's technique for inspection, no blemish will ever see the showroom. Rollers then compress the tube thinner than a marble premise. The film is now easy to work with. 2 rollers cut the film to size. Bags are cut with a hot knife because the jagged edge left from a regular knife would leave a nasty bloody mess. The excess plastic is salvaged in this tube in order to make nylon ropes for people afraid of the bag. The plastic is rolled into spindles thicker than a modern Disney princess. Each spindle weighs more than Andrea after a Panda Express bender. This belt keeps the roll from spinning too fast. Just like his father, Jenova has learned that the best method of control is a strong belt. The next step is printing. Instructions on the bag are left as simple as possible so that even celebrities can figure it out. This machine makes 300 bags, or as it's known in California, about 1 Dan Schneider victim every minute. In another department, bags are made with holes for tying the securing ropes. This machine welds a crease in the bag so that they can be unfolded with plenty of room for the huge heads of the self-important Hollywood types. Then another machine with a punch cuts the holes for the ropes. At another part of the factory, they fabricate another product, the bags in which these exit bags are carried. The Heretic plant makes 8 types of bags, from plastic bags for heads to plastic bags for other bags. And now you know how Heretic makes their plastic bags. The next time you see a deserving individual, remember Heretic bags.
Hell right, folks, welcome to Heretic Channel. My name is Jenova.
I'm Gene Skinner. Welcome, everyone.
I hope everybody's having a good day or night wherever you are, whenever you are. And tonight, hell comes to Hollywood.
That most certainly does.
It most certainly does, Gene.
Mm-hmm.
Before we do anything, spooky movie night.
Yes.
A very special Tuesday going on. I believe it's already started.
Yes.
They started an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I recommend a drive-by shooting. I'm kidding. Your Honor. I don't own any automatic weapons.
Starting off strong tonight.
Starting off strong, Gene. Spooky movie night. They're watching like old classics, dude. The fucking Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and
Yes.
something with Garfield. I had it all. I watched it all. Check out Spooky Movie Night. If Harry is here, he'll have a link. If not, he posted a link earlier. So check those boys out. They do a good damn job. And we are a horror channel first and foremost.
Yes, we are.
Now, no Dago on film. I wanted to do a Dago on film, but to be honest with you, there's nothing really to talk about right now.
No.
I've been going through old shows, Gene.
Yeah.
I've been getting ready for Scream.
Yeah. That's right. So
I've been getting ready for Scream.
Show.
I watched all Scream movies.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the Scream television shows.
Yes.
Those are bad.
Yeah.
Well, the first one's all right. And the way the second one ends is pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the second one ends, and like the guy that gets caught, like he is a killer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then like he gets a phone call while he's in jail.
Yeah.
And he gets a phone call, and the guy's like, he's like, yeah, hello? And the person on the other is like, who told you you could wear my mask?
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty cool. I think it's strange that everybody sounds like Greg Jackson or whoever fucking does the voices of Ghostface.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a voice changer, but nobody can fucking get a different one.
Yeah, exactly.
Scream 3. Scream 3 is where the voice changer can be, like, they can call you, is where Ghostface can call you and be somebody else's voice. Right?
Yeah.
But there are some, like, the beginning of Scream 3, Season 3, Season 3 on VH1, where it's all with the McRibs and everything like that. That's got a pretty good intro, because the guy is, like, nothing ever comes of it, but...
At least it's not auto-tuned, right, Jenova?
Could you... I'm surprised. Actually, that's not a bad... What's your favorite scary movie? Fucking auto-tuned Ghostface? That's a fucking great idea. If you were going to do a parody...
Of Ghostface. Just make him
It's an inside joke right now, because Gene and I... Because I fucking bombarded Gene with... something when I came into the watch together, or not the watch together, the fucking hangouts, but
Yeah.
it's actually pretty good. You know, like this girl gets a call, you know, and he goes, and this guy's like, "Hey, I'm with blah blah blah, and I just want to ask you a couple questions about your service." And she's like, well, I'm not really. And she goes, it's just a couple questions. And I say, why don't we start with the first question? What's your favorite scary movie? And he goes right into the voice. And she's like, what? Oh, my God. And then she answers the door. And it's this little kid in a Scream, in a Ghostface costume. And she's like, what are you supposed to be? Right? And he just stares at her. He never answers her. He just tilts his head. You know, the Michael Myers thing. And then pulls out a knife and stabs her in the tit.
Ooh, right in the tit.
But it's a fake knife.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's a fake knife. And she's like, hey, careful, buddy. I paid for these. Right? And then she gives the kid candy and he runs away. Right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And there's a twist in the third season that I didn't see coming.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, the third season is fucking trash. Season 1 and 2 are, I mean, I'm into really bad fucking teenage you know, 13 Reasons Why type shows. So, you know, whatever. We don't have a lot of news, folks, tonight.
I know.
So
I
no
know the.
daggone
I know.
fun.
I know the biggest news is quite a bullseye.
Hey, Gene, way to shoot your shot, bro.
You
So we
might
don't have.
say it rings hollow in some places, though.
Hey, you guys better put your armor on. We got 4 news stories, but 3 of them are massive.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about them as best as we can. The truth is, we're going to fuck it up like we always do.
Well, that's
so
fine.
I that's what everybody's come to expect, Gene.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. If
So,
there is time, shut your mouth. Gene, I heard a great joke today, which I want to use on you. Right?
Go ahead.
It's like, I'm famous, but Gene's my agent, and I pay him a commission. So I'd like to thank Gene, who makes me Jewish by commission. I can't remember who. Somebody was giving a fucking speech for an award at like the Golden Globes or something like that, and they were like, "I'd like to thank my agent and my managers and everyone who makes me Jewish by commission."
Yeah.
Now, before we do anything,
Yes.
we're going to get into news. We are going to talk. We're going to talk the 3 big stories. One story that's still going on. We're going to talk the 3 big stories. We're going to start with the little baby boy, just to get things rolling. But Gene, what are you drinking?
There we go. I am having a Mojave Sting, is what I call it. It is a riff on an actual drink called a Scorpion Sting, but I added tequila and mezcal to it compared to brandy.
Okay.
And a few
A
other
Mojave
things, too.
Sting almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And I thought, this drink would go well when someone shoots somebody in the fucking desert like a fucking Chazador attacking somebody and poisoning them slowly.
Like an Alec Baldwin attacking.
Yeah, like an Alec Baldwin. Yeah.
I mean, they were in the desert.
Yeah.
And he did shoot and kill someone.
Yes, he did.
God. I don't know what that's like. Rage is only afforded to white men like Alec Baldwin. So I don't know anything about that.
Especially when he's ranting about Orange Man.
Gene, I've had some rum, some Smith
Yes.
and Cross.
Nice.
But I bought some Nosferatus because it is Spook
nice.
Week.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Nice.
Halloween is on Sunday.
Yes.
I bought some fucking Nosferatus. There we go. These are Imperial Red IPAs, Gene.
Okay.
I poured it out to see how red it was. It's not really red. It's like rust.
Yeah, it's the style of the beer.
They're
itself.
only 8%, and I was kind of upset by that.
That is kind of
They
kind
come
of
in
lower for an
4-pack
Imperial.
cans. They only 4 packs for me. That's like 11%.
I think when it was the bottle a long time ago when I drank them, it was like 11%. I don't know why it's like 8% now.
Nobody sells Rasputins anymore, which are like 11%ers.
Yeah.
But I looked, and Great Lakes, it is Great Lakes supporting the hometown.
Yep.
But it looks like the highest thing they sell right now are the Lake Erie Monsters. And those are 9.1, which I would love to get my hands on. But I can't. So we got the Nosferatus cool can, right? Yeah. Very cool can. I'm not a fan of can.
Yeah.
Not a fan of can, Gene.
It's kind of weird to have beer in a can instead of a glass. Not a fan of
can. What?
Instead of glass bottles.
I'd rather have a bottle.
Yeah.
A can does something to the taste. I don't.
Yeah, it
but
does.
Look at everybody in the fucking cheap shot, Gene. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Put vodka in an IV drip. Vodka.
Vodka.
I saw that, Bob. I saw that.
The Oktoberfest is low too.
Every-
That's only like 6.
Everybody was waiting for that, right? I saw the fucking headline that said like, did a rogue Trump supporter put a bullet against? Well, no, because we
No.
know who the armorer is,
Yep.
and we've seen her TikTok,
Yep.
and most importantly, we've seen the color of her hair.
Yeah.
And no.
No.
I don't want to talk about that just yet, but her name is Hannah Gutierrez.
Mm-hmm.
So, not a white person.
No.
Well, unless unless the person that Alec Baldwin shot was a kid with Skittles and a Snapper. We're gonna get to the Baldwin. I know everybody wants to talk about the Baldwin thing. We're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
However, Hannah Gutierrez, her father,
Yeah.
famous armorer.
Okay.
He is well known in the industry, one of the best armorers you can have on set.
Okay.
But apparently, the apple falls far from the tree in this
Yeah.
instance.
Yeah.
So, before we do anything,
Mm-hmm.
everyone, get ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we only got 4. I got to stretch it out, folks. So,
Yep.
get ready for it. I mean, we can watch fucking videos. I don't got a problem with that.
Mhm.
But it is Hell Comes to Hollywood.
Yes.
Gene Jenova, he's big gay. He probably drinks out of a big half-gallon Tito's vodka with a crazy straw.
Who said that?
Sandwich. If I
Okay.
did, Gene, say it to me. Read the comment and say it to me. You have to, because he
Okay.
told you to tell me.
Gene, tell Jenova he's big gay. He probably drinks out of a big half-gallon Tito's vodka like a crazy straw. There it is. See, there's the crazy straw. That's why it sounds that way.
That's why it sounds like that, because it's crazy, dude.
Crazy straw.
I don't like crazy straws. It takes too long for the alcohol to get to your mouth.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would actually use a crazy straw in anything. I mean, when you're
Well,
a kid,
a
sure,
big
you think it's fun.
gay would.
A big gay would, yeah.
A big gay would. We got a
gay
story about a big gay.
Mm-hmm.
We got the 3 top stories today.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about Alec Baldwin.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about the big gay Ruby Rose,
Yep.
because that blew the fuck up. And we're going to talk about fucking Dave Chappelle again, because more shit has happened with that. But before we do anything, Gene,
Mm-hmm.
Our first story for the night, out of 4 stories, this is our first one. Mel Brooks
Uh-huh.
will write and produce a new series for Hulu, Gene.
Okay.
Now, Mel Brooks famously, History of the World.
Yep,
and
Blazing Saddles.
Especially Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles, of all things, right, Gene?
Mm-hmm.
Mel Brooks is back.
Wow. So when's he getting canceled?
He'll be canceled soon, I imagine. And there's no way that this series is gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Not on Hulu. Anyway.
No.
Hulu is owned by the Rat.
Yes, it is.
Not on Hulu. So what series is it, Gene?
I don't know. What is it? You
Will
know?
write and produce a new series for Hulu. History of the World Part 2.
No, that's not going to work on the Rat.
Now, in History of the World, At the end, you got a sneak peek quote of History of the World Part 2.
Yeah.
Jews in space.
Yep, that's right.
Fucking hilarious.
How the fuck you gonna do that in the Rats Company?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Mm-mm.
And again, I have the same questions everyone else has, okay? I have the same questions, which is, how the fuck is he going to do this? It's going to feel neutered.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I guarantee it feels neutered.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to... We're going to be sad.
Yeah.
It's going to be like watching John Carpenter's last movie, The Asylum.
That movie is so fucking bad.
You're going to be like, oh, it feels so neutered, right? You're like, Mel Brooks is like 105. Fucking just be 105. Like, just go, right? We get it. We know you did great things.
Yep.
Do not come back and fuck up your legacy with this. Some weirdo fajito will probably stab him to death in a writer's room, and that'll kick off Scream Season 4. He'll be like, yeah, hello?
Hello?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oi,
vey! Fucking Jewish ghost face.
Auto-tune Jewish ghost face.
Auto-tune Jewish ghost face. So we know that they're a black Jew.
Yes, black Israelite.
They have to be.
Yes.
History of the World Part 2, folks, which was a joke. It was a joke in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
History of the World is fucking fantastic. I like it. I like Blazing Saddles. Young Frankenstein and Spaceballs I'm meh on.
Yeah.
But I like History of the World.
Yeah, and Blazing Saddles is really good.
And well, Blazing Saddles is almost like
a perfect movie.
It's a really good comedy.
The
sheriffs are...
The sheriffs...
They cut. Yeah, they cut. They don't They don't get to say McRib, right?
That's how you avoid getting the hate speech strike.
Bronx Beats. I'm gonna give you a wrench because I give everybody a wrench. That'll stop for the most part. It'll stop YouTube from censoring you. We don't ask you to moderate. So, it's an 8-part series, Gene. And this is a quote from Mel Brooks, who says, quote, I can't wait to once more tell the real truth about all the phony baloney stories the world has been conned into believing are history. I don't know. What does that mean? Are you going to talk about the Holocaust?
Yeah, is that what it's going to be?
Hey, Jew boy, you going to talk about the 6 Gorillion? What are you going to talk about? Let's go, Brandon. Go.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go.
Well, God, this channel's done. This channel's done. Bronx is good people sandwich. I'm going to take your word for it, brother. I don't know how you people find us, Gene, but I imagine new people find us, they listen for about 5 minutes, and then they're very disappointed.
And then they're very, very disappointed and then want to die.
Yeah, that's my life story. How are you going to do History of the World Part 2? So what are some phony baloney things? I know. George Floyd.
Yep.
Are we going to talk about that? No, you're
Yeah,
not,
exactly.
though.
No.
If you had any balls, you would, but Hulu would never let you do that.
No.
The Rat would never let you do that. What else? 6 Gorillion? No.
Mm-hmm.
Never. You would have already done that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I don't know, the genocide happening in fucking South Africa? Nope.
Mm-hmm. No,
Not
not
gonna
gonna
talk about that.
Mm-mm. No.
The election? Nope. Oh, that
No.
fucked us up. That
Yeah. Misinformation.
Your Honor? What I meant to say, Your Honor. I don't know what I meant to say. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Am I canceled?
Am I canceled? I saw you posted that earlier.
Yeah, it's pretty good
Oh.
except for that one part. What? What's up?
Oh, I was gonna tell everybody if they're wondering what happened to the analog Erie hours. I had to take it down
You had to.
because I was gonna
Somebody
get a
threaten
strike.
your family.
There was a indication I would get a strike on the channel from a certain content creator I made public in that, so I removed it. I actually have the episode though. I downloaded it before I deleted it, so I may upload it at some point again.
Re-uploaded it to Esau's channel. Get his shit taken down. Use that motherfucker's channel as a junkyard. That's what you should be doing. You don't use it.
No, he doesn't. The
Motherfucker's
only thing
got
he wants.
COVID.
Motherfucker whines about the only thing he's worried about is that he'll lose subscribers, but that he'll lose all his subscriptions that he has on there because he has over like 10,000 subscriptions, and he says he watches them all daily. Yeah, fucking right.
How about doing push-ups instead?
He never did those.
This isn't live, Icon. This isn't live. We
No, this is-
pre-recorded it.
No, it's pre-recorded.
It's pre-recorded, brah.
Pre-recorded. Did.
What time is it?
It is 9:30.
I
It's gonna
think
be a
that's
long
enough.
night.
That's enough. We're good. Guys, thanks for coming out. So before we go into like, I know everybody wants to talk about Alec Baldwin. Would you guys rather talk about Dave Chappelle or Alec Baldwin?
How about we talk about Dave?
Dave's a long story.
Okay, I mean he'd kill time then.
All right, we're going to talk about Dave, then we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin, then we're going to talk about Ruby Rose. Let's do it like that. Okay.
Sounds good.
Those are the only stories we got, and honestly, that's all anybody's talking about. I mean, we could talk about Dune. Dune, a failure. It's fucking bomb domestically.
Yeah.
It made like 40 million domestically. It's a fucking bomb.
Yeah.
But if you tally up everything like worldwide, it's a success. But domestically, nobody gave a shit about it.
No. The trailer did not make it look good.
It's good. I like it.
I know you like it. I know
I
you
really,
like it.
I saw somebody who was like, I saw a video that said, Dune, the new Dune is shit. David Lynch did it better. And then I just remember David Lynch, penis, teeth, sandworms.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay, this person's, a fajita.
I like David Lynch's version. It's not Dune either.
You would, though.
By the way.
You would, though.
Yeah. I would. Yes, you're right.
I like
But
David Lynch as a person. I think his films are good. Is he an artist? Sure. Yes. However, Gene.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes.
Look
Check
at fucking.
Discord.
Yeah, look at this card. I saw it.
What the
Oh.
fuck? Oh my God. Porky, what happened to you? This is what happens when you're a Braves fan.
Yeah, why are you talking about the Braves all of a sudden? What the fuck?
Because he got free tacos. That's why. Portland doesn't even have a baseball team, Gene.
No.
Porky, Oregon doesn't even have a baseball team. Dick. All right. Dave Chappelle. We talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
His Netflix series Closer, The Closer, which he did a trilogy. He did 3 stand-ups for Netflix.
Yes.
This is called The Closer, right?
Yep.
He made fun of incognitos.
Yes, he did.
Amongst everyone else, by the way, he made fun of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have to say this. I think I'm preaching to the choir, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're all fair game.
Yeah, everybody should be.
You are not
That's how life should be.
above a fucking joke about you.
Never. Don't act
Ever.
like you're some kind of privileged. That's stupid. No, everybody should be made fun of at every point in their lives.
It's humbling.
Yeah, it is.
And let's face it, these fucking fajitas need to be humbled.
They do. Of all people, they
Should have
especially
never
do.
got this far.
No, it should have not gotten this far at all.
So we're gonna go from the fucking a lot of shit you guys know all the way down to the most recent shit, right? Which is Stunted, which is a show that was shot him and Joe Rogan. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So the CEO of Netflix, right?
Yep.
Ted Sarandanos or whatever his stupid fucking name is. He came out and he apologized for how he handled the backlash against Dave Chappelle's comedy special. Ted said he screwed up, but they will not be removing the special. And
Yeah.
good for them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're not going to remove that CP cuties, then good for you.
Yeah, might as well
Right?
just keep Dave on there too. Yeah.
Everybody watching The Closer, how are you watching it? I thought you were all pissed about cuties.
Yeah,
Are
exactly.
you pirating it? I hope you are.
Because if you're not, I guess you're just nothing but fucking.
A grifter.
Yeah.
Again, if you didn't remove cuties, you can't remove this. Like, what's going on, right? And
Exactly.
cuties should be removed.
Yeah.
Cuties should be in an evidence locker.
It should
That's
be,
where
yeah.
it should be.
Yeah, it 100% should be there.
So there are rumors going around that they're going to add trigger warnings to the Closer special, which I wouldn't put past
No, I wouldn't put it past them either.
Netflix. They're lefties.
Mm-hmm.
I love this whole thing because it's left. It's fucking incognito versus McRib. That's what I love about this whole thing.
Yep.
And this is what it all comes down to. This is what it all comes down to when you don't have Orange Man Bad to complain about.
They're fighting at each other, cutting each other's throats, and trying to figure out who's the most
Blessing.
suppressed. It is.
Blessing in
It is.
disguise.
It is.
They don't know what to do. And incognitos are about to find out just how unimportant they really are.
Mm-hmm.
As a Joe Bob Briggs said one time.
Yep.
Why are we pretending like these people matter?
Yeah.
They don't.
No. Not at all.
They'll have fucking forcefully removed themselves from this plane of existence in like 2 years' time. So
Yeah.
why the fuck do we care?
Exactly.
Whew. So Joe Rogan came out. He defended Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
Said in no way is Dave transphobic.
No.
Thank you, Joe Rogan. Appreciate it. Okay, you can go back to your cloud of smoke.
DMT, bruh. I need to see the
we
machinos, bruh. Don't you think that you need a coffee enema in your life to get that caffeine as quick as possible?
Yeah, bro.
Fucking.
I saw a video. Bill Burr was like, he was on a panel with Joe Rogan. He's like, Joe, you had to like beat people up for 4 decades before you chilled out and started smoking weed and wearing your stupid fucking Little Rascals hat.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. Joe Rogan didn't start smoking weed till he was like my age. Till he was like 35, 40, something like that. But there was a walkout, Gene. There was a walkout. It happened. It was a disaster for Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
There were also pro Dave Chappelle counter protesters there.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Vito was there. He's weird.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I saw him.
He's weird. Vito is weird. I think he liked cuties.
Yeah, I think he did too, from what I heard.
But not Maddox. Dick Masterson was there.
Of course he was.
Who, like, I mean, Dick kind of fell out of the spotlight after some,
He also said some really weird things too about that kind of shit.
Well, they are very super fucking freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I think I'm very super freedom of speech.
But just not the way where they start saying stuff about like fucking lollies.
But hold on,
like
I'm
that.
also the super freedom of I'm super freedom of speech where I want you to say what you really think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me how good Cuties is, right? So I can set you on fire.
Yeah.
That's why speech is so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then I can go, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And you can get lined up. Oh, a very compelling review of Cuties. Now line the fuck up.
Fuck up. Yeah.
I don't know, Gene. Maybe that's fascist. I don't really give a shit. So, responsibility, Gene. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, true.
Like I said, Vito was there. He's a fucking cunt.
Dick Masterson.
So the don't say that word, Gene. That's hate speech. The Incognitos.
Yep.
They made demands to give incognito employees of Netflix more money. So give all the fucking the T squares more money.
Mm-hmm.
And remove all Dave Chappelle imagery from the Netflix offices and Netflix, period. Remove them. Ban them. Burn those books. You freedom warriors. You ban them.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when people protested for, like, freedoms? Now they protest to restrict freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Have you seen the person leading this fucking...
No, I haven't.
Dude. Oh, we're going to talk about them. They look like a character out of The Matrix. They're like walking around in this all white thing, right? With this like white turban on their head and this white dress. And like their hands are constantly in the same position and they're just walking and they look like a character out of The Matrix.
At least they're not doing a T-pose.
Well, I mean they are though. They're living a T-pose, aren't they? You know what, Gene? I think they're all bored.
Yeah, they are.
I think they're bored. They don't have any Orange Man Bad to fucking protest right now.
Correct. Yeah.
This is all they've got.
That's
they
it.
haven't had anything really to protest about since Biden took office.
Yeah, they don't.
when really they should be protesting everything Joe Biden does.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you really gave a shit, you'd be in Washington right now,
Mhm.
but you're not.
You would be. Nope, they aren't. They aren't at all.
I look at this as the death rattle of radical activist culture.
Yeah, me too.
It's a death rattle. You can hear it just fucking like a couple stones in a tin can. Just
Yeah.
you can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure they'll all be around the next. Again, I'm sure they'll all be around, right? The next time some criminal gets killed by the cops, but for now, they've got nothing. There's nothing here. There's nothing going on. They're like, oh, and this is where you get to see, like, we've like, what? It's been a meme for 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
Now. The Oppression Olympics.
Yep.
This is what it is. This is what it comes down to.
Yeah, it does.
Incognito versus McRib. This is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think I wonder if these will play, Gene. That's my biggest thing. Will these play? I think I've got some videos. I don't know if they're still up, Gene. You know how the
YouTube
twatter
is,
can be.
Yep, and Twatter, yep. Twatter can always take down a video like that the next day.
Sure.
Okay, this one is.
Yeah, my name is David Huggard. I'm a non-binary individual. I also go by the persona of Eureka O'Hara, which has been debuted on
Rasta
RuPaul's
Red
Drag
Pill,
Race,
that's the channel name.
Season 9, 10, All-Star 6, and HBO's We're Here.
Is that guy? Is that playing for you guys?
David, DAVID, and then Eureka,
It was playing for me at the moment. when you
It's
hit
playing for
play.
you, but it's not playing on the Discord.
Yeah, no, it's important to be out here today because we have to stand in solidarity with each other. Obviously, Ashley
not
Marie
playing,
Preston is
It's
a great
playing.
advocate and a huge sister of mine, also a trans woman.
oh.
As a non-binary person, we as
Well, I
trans
know you guys
people and
can
non-binary
hear
people
it,
aren't
but I
getting
guess you guys
visibility or
can't
respect
see
in the
it.
entertainment industry to begin with, and to have something like Dave Chappelle's special not be noted that it's promoting discrimination
go.
and hate conversation is very hurtful to the activism
Look at that
and the
fat
people.
fuck.
I also go by the persona of Eureka O'Hara, which has been debuted on RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 9, 10, All-Star 6, and HBO's We're Here.
Okay, first thing you go, can you spell that, please?
David,
Gene, I know that's paused for you.
G-G-A-R-D, and then Eureka, EUREKA-OHARA.
We're gonna play it for the people watching.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's important to be out here today because we have to
You
stand
saw
in
most of
solidarity
it,
with
that's
each
fine.
other. Obviously, Ashley Marie Preston is a great advocate.
Okra O'Hara or something is this thing's name?
And a huge sister of mine,
Oh, no.
also a trans woman. As a non-binary person, we as trans people and non-binary people aren't getting visibility or respect in the entertainment industry to begin with. And
Okay, not getting visibility or respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you say respect, right? How do you get respect, Gene?
Mm-hmm.
You show it,
You also earn respect too.
right, by showing it.
Mm-hmm.
Showing
You show it to
respect
other
is the
people.
best way
Mhm.
to earn it. And coming out here with your I want to say words, Gene, but
Yeah.
I can't. They got us, and I
They
hate
do.
the fact that I really fucking hate it.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
Coming out
No
here
spe-
with your little fajita fucking haircut with your fat fucking face doesn't fucking earn you respect. Respect is to hear the jokes, laugh at it, and keep your mouth shut. Shut your mouth.
to have something like Dave Chappelle's special
Exactly.
not be noted that it's promoting discrimination and hate conversation is very hurtful to the activism and the cause that we're trying to progress ourselves in the industry.
So, Dave Chappelle's special, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hurtful to it's hate conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've heard it
That's what
called
they
dog
wanna say.
whistle or whatever. That's a new one. Hate
Yeah.
conversation.
Hate conversation. Remember, we don't make up words to win arguments or anything. No.
Which is exactly from the special.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts activism, Gene. Oh, that's almost like communists took over activism. And that's what this fucking little fucking whatever. Well, I won't say little because clearly not.
That's a biggins. That's a biggins.
Ralph Bakshi would have a fucking field day with that.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, let's keep going.
Yes.
What do you think? I mean, like, there are counter-protesters. I mean,
It looks like a fucking cartoon character. I swear to God, I've seen it before, but I think it's just the meme of that one girl, that fat girl from the Milo Yiannopoulos fucking Steven Crowder fucking college thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is in real life.
Yeah.
So they asked them about the counter protests. The people who showed up with signs that said, "We like jokes."
Counter protesters are disheartening, and it's sad to see that they are using the expression of laughing in the faces of people's pain and hurt and suffering. And
The expression of laughing.
Yep.
What do you think jokes are?
Oh, they're hard things, Jenova, clearly.
All good jokes are made from someone suffering.
Exactly, that's how that works. That's so dumb not to say
That's
that.
how it is.
Mm-hmm.
All good jokes. Think of the funniest thing you've ever heard. Someone was at the bottom of that joke. Someone
Yes,
is
they were.
the quote victim of that joke.
Yeah. And it's funny. It still stays funny. It doesn't change.
Of course it's funny, Gene. Because you're not it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how
Because
fucking humor
it's
works.
true. We know.
Yep.
When everybody makes Italian jokes, yeah, they're funny because they're true. And they're especially funny because I know they're true.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's disheartening that they would laugh.
I don't think that they understand what they're doing, but they are.
They don't understand what they're doing, Gene. Oh, no, they know what they're doing. Most of the time, laughing is like sneezing.
Yeah.
You just laugh.
It's compulsive. It's compulsive.
compulsive. You hear something and you just start laughing. You're like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
They have no idea.
Why? Oh, this whole fucking walkout was a disaster, by the way. Fucking Alyssa Milano showed up just to like show her face. Alyssa Milano.
Of course.
Alyssa Milano, go give your kids COVID or something. With your knitted mask. Stop pretending you're relevant. You're not relevant.
No.
Nobody likes you. The left doesn't like you, and the right doesn't like you. I don't even think fence sitters like you.
Probably not. No.
You are probably top 10 most irrelevant, despised, hated people in the world.
Yeah. I'd say that's
Like,
accurate.
you are above Stalin, Mao, right? I know, boys, I know what you're going to say, right? But let's face facts, okay? Hitler. You're above Hitler. People would rather have Hitler than have Stalin, right? They would rather have Stalin than Alyssa Milano. Alyssa Milano, you like Hitler, Mao, Stalin, they're probably like top 50, right? Alyssa Milano, she's top 10. Gotta be top 10. Because you're alive now. We've already dealt with those other ones.
Yeah.
Now we're dealing with you. You're a fucking idiot. Go away.
Exactly.
Are promoting and causing hate conversation and also allowing people to think that it's okay to discriminate against those trans and non-binary individuals. I was also misgendered, disrespected by some of them, and it just shows that we are still working on growth. And
Jesus.
So this thing was misgendered and disrespected by some of the counter protesters. That's life. I don't have to accept that you think you're a thing. I don't have to accept it. It's not a hate crime. Sorry.
Yeah.
And YouTube can shut us down, and your social media can pretend here or there, and Netflix can pretend. I'm sure they're going to do some big fucking incognito fucking
I'm sure they are,
month or something like that now to make up for this.
I'm sure they are.
Truth is, when you get into the real world, you, Your Honor, I say this simply as a statistic, Your Honor.
Yep.
That thing right there, that's what we call a victim.
Yeah.
That's what we call when your parents put your obituary up, it'll say your real name
Yep.
because they don't agree with your mental illness.
Correct.
Woo!
It's my duty as a person not of color and as a non-binary individual to stand by specifically my trans brothers and sisters and everything in between of color
That thing is
as a
so
white person
funny.
with
Fucking problems.
Something about fucking incognitos of color.
privilege, because they need to know that there are people standing beside them when the people that are at the table in those powerful, responsible positions aren't showing that support. And
So again, it comes down to this whole thing of if you're in power, if you're in a place of power, which is like stand-up comedy or whatever, you need to show like you need like you have a quote, you have a responsibility. You have to do these things. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. It's dumb.
I don't think so either. So we're going to play a little bit of this. I know it's not playing. This media has been disabled.
Oh, look at that.
Dozens of Netflix employees and their supporters staged a walkout to protest the transphobic. Okay. If you guys have any actual YouTube videos for this, send them to me. You can either post them in chat or DM them to me on Discord.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want to do. So, while we're doing that, Gene, if somebody sends, so it gets crazy, right? So when Ted Sarandos, the Netflix CEO, when he was defending Dave Chappelle, he brought up somebody that we've made fun of in the past. Somebody that I did a Dago on film for in the past.
Oh.
Hannah Gadsby.
Yeah.
An Australian fucking idiot who is not funny in the slightest.
No.
So her first special. I didn't do a Dago on film for her first. I did it for the second special.
Yes, you did.
So her first special, Nanette, I believe it's called, went fucking viral for how bad it was.
Yeah.
And how like it was basically a therapy session for her.
Yeah.
But come to find out, Gene, that's not what that special was supposed to be about. That special was supposed... So Nanette is supposed to be a comedy special about how comedy is dead. And comedians are now only allowed to get up and say statements
Of course, yeah.
that
That's how comedy
attack
works.
the power, the people in charge.
Uh-huh.
Except you're not attacking the people in charge.
No.
You're only allowed to punch up, right?
Of course, clearly.
It's not, right? And apparently Hannah Gadsby or whatever her name is, she come out and she said that it's not supposed to be funny or something. Maybe that's supposed to be sarcasm. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But then people said she wasn't funny, and then all the fucking, the slugs got pissed about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, she said she wasn't supposed to be funny. So, and then we agreed. We said, yeah, she's
Yeah, it's
not
not funny.
funny.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not funny.
Oh. So I want you to keep that in mind, Gene.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah Gadsby, some fucking loser fucking river dam. What is it? What's a dike?
Oh. Like a name of a dike? The Hoover Dam?
I mean, physically, what is a dike? It's a dam, isn't it?
Yes.
Kind of. Right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Anyway, so she came out. She kind of attacked Ted Soros. Said, "Fuck you." The closer is hate speech. Whatever. Blah blah blah. So I want everybody to remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Dave Chappelle, he's on tour basically.
Mm-hmm.
He did a show with Joe Rogan called Stunted, and it's actually been filmed. It was actually filmed.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Joe Rogan defended Dave Chappelle and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, thanks, Joe.
Yeah. Back to the DMT cloud you go.
Anyway, yeah, back to the marijuana cloud. We get it, bro. But I bet if any of these fucking activists were on your stream, you'd just sit there and be like, "Wow, okay," and you just fucking agree with them and nod your head. Because you don't ever actually challenge anybody when they're in front of you.
No, he doesn't. No.
Joe Rogan is a phony.
Yeah, he is.
So, Stunted. So then,
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan did a set. Dave Chappelle did a set.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Chappelle comes out for an encore. He comes out, after the applause, after the show is ended, right?
Mm-hmm.
I posted the video. It's about a 5-minute video. It's on there online. You can look up Dave Chappelle Stunted. You'll find it. It's Am I Canceled? Right?
Mm-hmm.
He talks about how Dave Chappelle famously lives in Athens, Ohio.
Yes.
Which is a college town, kind of, right?
Okay.
So during COVID, he actually did shows.
Okay.
And people from around the country, around the world, came to see his shows, and he did them in his neighbor's cornfield. Set it up, did them in his neighbor during the pandemic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pandemic 2.0 on its way, by the way, folks. And he made a documentary about that. That will just so remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So during his show Stunted, Dave Chappelle, which was in Nashville, it was shot in Nashville.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle said, he came out during his encore, and he said, and he talked about it, right? He talked about like the controversy going on, right? And he goes, and he says, "I will meet with the trans community,
Okay.
but I have a few fucking
Stipulations.
stipulations. Okay? 1, you must watch The Closer from beginning to end. Okay? People during this time, people are like you can look out in the crowd, almost everybody is on their feet. And I see mostly white people in the audience. You must watch The Closer from beginning to end, right? Number 2, for Dave Chappelle stipulations, we will meet at a place of my choosing and at a time of my choosing. You will not summon me. Okay? Which, good for him. Okay? Not only do you have to watch The Closer, but you got to meet where he says when he says, right? And number 3, and this is the biggest of all, Gene.
Yep.
You must admit out loud that Hannah Gadsby isn't funny.
Yeah.
Boom! Cheers,
Got him.
applause, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's not. She's not funny.
No,
she's
she is
not
not.
funny.
Not at all.
I know humor is subjective. What you find funny is not what I find funny, and blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, we can all agree, all of us,
Yeah.
anybody who matters, right, can agree that Hannah Gadsby isn't funny.
No, she is fucking not funny.
She is not funny.
No.
She's famously famous for not being funny. And then he went on to talk about how his neighbor let him use his cornfield to do shows, right? Blah, blah, blah. And how he actually filmed a documentary. And how he had all these setups to show this documentary in all these different film festivals, right? And now all of these film festivals canceled on him.
Yes.
They all canceled on him. He was doing shows when nobody was allowed to like go outside, and
Yeah.
people were all coming anyway, right? And all these film festivals canceled on him. He talked about that, right?
Yeah.
So he set up 10 different cities. Ohio has 2 of those cities, by the way.
Nice.
Where you get to see this documentary. All you can go, right? And he goes, you are going to decide, am I canceled? And everybody goes, no. Like the whole stadium erupts.
Yep.
No. Right? But that's just everybody in Nashville. So we'll see. So he's pushing his documentary out in all these different locations.
Okay.
If you watch the video I posted in Discord, or if you look up Dave Chappelle stunted, am I canceled? At the end of that 5-minute video, there will be like a scheduled date for Dave Chappelle. Is he canceled? I don't think Dave Chappelle's canceled.
No.
Do you really think you take the cake over Dave Chappelle? And I don't even agree with everything Dave Chappelle says. But you know what? 99% of the time, it's funny and it makes me laugh.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Enough of this fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a meme. I'm gonna post it in Discord, Gene. I'm gonna post this fucking meme in Discord because I've never got to fucking post it. Nope, don't want that one. Where is it? Hold on. I'm gonna find it, dude. There it is.
Meme magic.
And the meme says, when you see a meme that shits all over you and your opinion, but you can take a joke and aren't threatened by memes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it should be.
Mm-hmm. It should be.
And he said, thank God for Ted Serrano's. For he's the only one who hasn't fucking canceled me yet.
Mm-hmm.
Dave is very anti-white. I don't like that guy. Sandwich.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything that says that. Okay. I haven't seen anything that says that. That doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. I just haven't seen anything that says that. If he was so anti-white, then he would return all those tickets because
he also returned back to Africa where he ran off to the first time.
remember when he lost his mind? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He would also shun his boy Bill Burr, who wrote like everything for Dave Chappelle for the Chappelle show. I haven't seen anything like that, Sandwich. I don't know. I don't know why you would live in Athens, Ohio, if you were anti-white. He's probably the only fucking black that lives there, besides a couple other college kids. But never seen it, never heard it. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm just saying what I've seen. I mean, it's different. I'm not saying you're wrong. But I mean, Sandwich, you're in the Discord. Post like if you have like anti-white. I know he said something about George Floyd, and I was like, okay, that's fucking,
Yeah.
that's just wrong. Okay, you're wrong, Dave.
Yeah.
But no. What else? Yeah, he's willing to sit down. We talked about his stipulations.
Mm-hmm.
But this Ashley Marie Preston, this is the walkout organizer, Gene. This is the Matrix character in all white with the turban and everything, right?
Yeah.
People dug into their past. I'll say there because you're not a fucking woman. Dug into their past, Gene, and boy, woo, it's very anti-gay and very anti Asian.
Okay.
Very anti-Asian, Gene. Things about like beating up fucking Asians, right?
Hey, what happened to stop Asian hate?
Yeah,
Okay.
and calling people certain fajita words, Gene.
Ooh.
A lot of racist shit about Asians and a lot of anti-fajita rhetoric coming from Ashley Marie Preston's whatchamacallit. Yeah, Sandwich, I know Bill Burr is married to a black chick. I know that.
Miscegenation.
Miscegenation. God damn, these boys ain't white. Dave Chappelle also said, so yeah, Ashley, this quote, Ashley Marie Preston, I love how you take like your name and like just everything, like, just whatever, right? Ooh. It's the ones who signaled the most, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I don't have a video of it, but if somebody finds it, send it to me. But it's like this video from the fucking thing where like this thing in this all white dress and this turban is like their hands are in like a prayer, thing, and they're like walking and talking at the same time like they're some kind of fucking messiah, like talking about like incognitos and shit like that, and then you dive deep into their past and you find out, oh shit, What's going on over here?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about like braining some Asians. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Oh boy, not a good look.
No.
And Dave Chappelle said, he said if Netflix pulled the closer, he would tour the country and sell out every show. And I agree he would. I think he would. He'd be like the Trump of comedy. Well, Trump is the Trump of comedy, but
True.
Dave
True.
Chappelle would be second best.
Yep.
And again, he recently sold out a show in London, like last week before Stunted. He sold out a show in London. They he's not canceled. He's canceled in their terms. He's not
Yes, of
canceled
course.
in anybody's real terms. He can. The thing is, that's what Joe Rogan did. Joe Rogan said, "I have the money to make my own special and sell my own DVDs." Right?
Yep.
We call that "fuck you" money.
Mm-hmm.
That's "fuck you" money. That's I can do whatever the fuck I want. I have the fan base and I have the fucking cash. Fuck you.
Yep. Correct.
I'll sell it on my own fucking website. I'll do this. I'll do that, and be successful at it. We make fun of Joe Rogan or whatever, but
Yes, we do. He's successful.
you can be successful doing it. I'm sure Dave clicks up with the fucking Death Squad and just like runs off them for. I think Dave Chappelle could fucking on his own tour around the world, sell out most places, and be successful. And it wouldn't even feel like you're canceled. What is canceled?
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? What does it mean? As Dave Chappelle said, Twitter isn't real.
No, it is not.
And Twitter is an extension of YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, and none of this is real.
No.
You're listening to it, but it's not real.
No, it's none of
It's
it's
not
real.
real. This stream will end, and you will go to bed, and you'll forget it fucking existed.
Jenova's already forgot it existed.
I won't remember it existed. I won't care. So he's not canceled, Gene.
No.
So what do I think really upsets the incognitos, Gene? This is what I think upsets the activists.
Yeah.
This is what I think upsets the incognitos. Every day that Netflix keeps his special up and he continues to sell out shows is another day they go feeling powerless. That's what I think. And that's what it's really about. It's about power and control over everyone else because they have these sad, pathetic lives. They're, in reality, mental illness or not, they are sacks of shit.
Yes.
They have no redeeming qualities outside of anything. Outside of activism or Twitter or anything. They have zero redeeming qualities.
Correct.
They can't even pretend to be a normal person.
No, they can't.
You put them in reality
Mm-hmm.
and they crumble. But they think they're going to win a civil war.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
They do. When
No
they can't even fire
real world
guns.
skills. They have no real world skills.
No, they do not.
No, Gene, if they fired a gun, it would give them PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So the only thing left for them, Gene, is a plastic bag.
Yeah, correct.
Plastic bag. It's a cringe. It's a disaster for these people.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's a fucking disaster. The closer will stay up. You'll get upset about something in another week. And everybody will move on. That'll be it. over a 30-second joke.
Yeah.
It was maybe 2 minutes, Gene,
Mm-hmm.
that he talked about them. Maybe 2 minutes. He talked about everybody else but them, and then they prove him right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous. So, again, Dave Chappelle, you know, anti-white or not,
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, if that's true, and I'm not saying it's not,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, this is America. You get freedom of speech.
Yep. You do.
The incognitos are allowed to fucking do their thing, and Dave Chappelle should be allowed to do his thing. The problem comes when all this cancel shit comes.
Mm-hmm.
We should be allowed to say fuck them both,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Like, how much do you believe in something if like you got to be able to stand up for even things like that people are saying that you hate.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just like laugh at it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the easiest way to do that because it's just
dumb.
it's dumb. Yeah.
90%
Exactly.
of Chappelle makes me laugh. Is he wrong the other 10% of the time? Yeah, he fucking is. But who the fuck is infallible? None of us.
Nope.
None of us are fucking infallible. If you think
No.
you are, I always stay away from people who think they know the truth of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like pastors, you know,
Mm-hmm.
pastors are a big thing. Like religion, politicians. When people are like they think this is the truth, right? Oh, okay, bye. I'm gone. I'm done with you already. That's weird. That's how people end up drinking Kool-Aid with cyanide.
Yeah.
You can't. But
Exactly.
I mean, it's true when they say you have to defend speech that you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
10% of Dave Chappelle is speech that I don't fucking like. You know?
Yep.
It's okay. You're allowed, right? We're
Yes.
allowed. We're allowed to disagree. Everybody's allowed to disagree.
Exactly. That's
We don't
how
have
freedom
to
of speech
hate
works.
each other for it.
No.
You can say, hey, you're fucking wrong, and I can say, no, you're fucking wrong, and we can get into this fucking big fucking ass argument about it, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody gets, quote, canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's images gets removed.
No.
Right? None of that happens. But that seems to be a foreign idea these days.
Certainly seems it.
Especially in, like, the incognito community.
Mm-hmm.
They can't handle it. I think, you know why
No.
I really think they don't like that? Is because it exposed them.
Yeah, it did.
Exposed their tactics.
Mm-hmm.
We just make up fucking words. That's what we do. We just send all these crackers fucking blah, blah, blah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Dave Chappelle came out and said, you just make up words, don't you? And they went, no. Picket signs. There's 24 of us. What I heard, Gene, there were more media people present than actual protesters.
What a shock.
That's what I heard. I heard more media present than actual protesters. They were saying the protesters were by the dozens, which is not a good number.
No.
Dozens is 24 at the least. Right? Okay, 36. And if they look anything like the one protester we saw,
Yeah.
oh boy. The video that I wanted to show that we didn't get to show was Vito getting his sign torn up.
Yep.
Vito's sign getting torn up that said, "We like jokes," or something like that.
Yep.
It said, "We like jokes," or whatever the fuck. Yeah. I mean, Vito. I mean, don't stop with the sign. Like, just fucking, grab Vito by the, like, just fish hook Vito on both sides and just tear his face open.
Exactly.
Your Honor, that's a joke. Okay. Don't commit harm on Vito or whatever the fuck I'm supposed to say. Who cares? Tired of having these fucking whatchamacallits
Restrictions. Yeah, there's
restrictions
restrictions.
of speaking.
Hmm.
God, they really are fascists, aren't they?
Hmm.
They
Yep.
really are just communists.
They are.
So Dave Chappelle, like him, hate him,
Hmm.
in between, I would say.
Hmm.
My most important thing is I think it's funny because Dave Chappelle clearly a lefty.
Yes.
I would say I think it's funny to see Netflix,
Hmm.
Incognitos, and McRibs
All vying for the oppression Olympics.
all fucking going at it, trying to get that gold medal, Gene.
Hmm.
All trying to go at it. It's fucking hilarious. Personally, I'm on Chappelle's side. I can't not be on his side. He didn't do anything wrong.
Hmm.
If Netflix had any fucking and Netflix can't do anything, they can. If you remove that special, now you got the McRib community all on you, right?
Yep.
You got them all fucking on you. You don't want that. That's bigger and more powerful than the incognito community. You don't want
Exactly.
that, Gene. You don't want it. All right?
No.
Now, before we go into our next story, we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin. We're going to talk
Yes.
about the Alec Baldwin thing. We have to, Gene. We have to. But before we do that, Gene, do some shilling.
All right.
Talk for about 2 to 3 minutes.
Okadoke.
It
Will
depends on
do.
how big my piss is. That's what I should say. Right.
Okay. Yes.
So I would shill, gasoline, plastic
Yes. Yep.
bags, taxidermy,
Yes,
things
of course.
like that.
All right. I
Maybe
will do,
maybe
my
let
friend.
people know, something spooky. Maybe tell something spooky. It's spooky season.
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh,
Yes.
spooky. Let them know. Tell them a
Spooky.
ghost story, Gene.
All right.
And I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Yes. All right, chat. So I'll do a little shilling before I tell you my story. The biggest thing that you always should stock up on are plastic bags, and those Cindy has left, they're always available from her for free. So you can give it to the deserving celebrity or a stupid, loud speaking mouthpiece for the leftist communist bullshit that you can find. And, obviously duct tape and zip ties, double zip ties are available for those too, because all it takes is some deep breathing in and they're gone forever, chat. Forever. Don't forget to stock up on gasoline as well, not because there's a gas shortage, but because when you need to burn down Hollywood, you definitely need that gasoline to do so. As well, don't forget to stock up on shotgun shells and canned food. Those are always things I recommend because shotgun shells for when you need to hunt celebrities when the time comes. Not to eat them, of course, but for our taxidermy service, we could have a lovely Alec Baldwin taking a shot at him, you might say. Oh, that was bad. But it's always something available because the age of celebrity will be there, and you'll be able to remember them as taxidermied things for your amusement. Don't forget as well to stock up on booze, vices of all kinds that you like, because you got to live that long, suffering life so you can see all of Hollywood slowly collapse down, because it'll be glorious, chat. Glorious. Don't forget you need to brush your teeth too, because it's very important. Oral hygiene is very important to your life because you need your teeth to eat. It's very important. And don't forget as well to bathe regularly, because that's pretty important too. So if I'm telling you a ghost story, chat, I have been before to the old sanatorium that's behind my current house where I live. the whole thing with that sanatorium is that it was basically a spa where wet cereal was actually invented before Kellogg's. Granola cereal was invented there. If you ever look up like cereal's invention, you might actually find the place. There's also the thing that it was burned down in an arson. That arson was self-caused, and it's kind of spooky in there. It is. The sanatorium basically has a burnt-out basement. I've been inside it, and there were some lights and some spooky-looking things down there. Just kind of how spooky it seemed. Definitely looked like it was a place that was abandoned. A lot of graffiti and everything else too from kids that go up there. When you go up there, though, you'll get a $200 fine. But I was able to go up there because of the historical museum I was part of. Mhm.
You know why Kellogg's invented cereal, right, Gene?
Mm.
Stop masturbation. It's true. True story. Cindy left.
Yes.
Gene, you scared her off.
Oh, I scared her. Oh, I scared her, Jenova.
I scared her? I was going to say about plastic bags, right?
Mm-hmm.
And probably the best thing about Scream Season 3 on VH1 with all the McRibs is there's this white guy in this car, right? And he pulls up and he's like, "Oh, it's the first episode. It's it's the best kill of all 3 seasons. It's the best kill. Well, probably the second best kill. But Ghostface pops up out of the back of his car, right, on the back seat, stabs him in the neck real quick, right? Stab in the neck. Boom. You've been stabbed in the neck with like a fucking 8-inch blade. Boom. Right in the plastic bag over his face. And then fucking ties it up, right? And then you can see the blood filling up the plastic bag. Fucking great kill. Brutal. So just because you plastic bag doesn't mean you can't get creative with it, folks.
You can get very creative with the plastic bag. That's true.
You know, you're like this motherfucker right here. You know, more than a plastic bag. Your Honor, we are not inciting violence.
No.
Your Honor, this is all satire. It's all comedy.
Yes.
Your Honor.
It is.
Watch out behind you. Your Honor. Seriously, though, Your Honor, I'm kidding. Fuck you up, Your Honor. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure you're black. A black woman. All right, boys. Cindy's gone, so it's just us boys now.
Yep.
She's allowed to be here. It's only Tuesday. Saturday is for the boys.
Yep.
All right, boys. Alec Baldwin.
Mm-hmm.
Alec Baldwin did a thing which ended someone's life.
Yes, he did.
He killed a woman, his cinematographer. He released a statement, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find this statement here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can pop up anytime statement.
Anytime statement.
Okay, so here we go, Gene. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alec Baldwin, he tweeted, because when I'm releasing a serious statement, Gene, I know I want to tweet it.
Yes, of course.
There are no words to convey my shock and sadness regarding the tragic accident that took the life of Helena Hutchins, a wife, mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours. I'm fully cooperating with the police and investigation to address how this tragedy occurred. I am in touch with her husband, offering my support to him and his family. My heart is broken for her husband, their son, and all who knew and loved Helena. Well, yeah, I mean, you killed her, so...
You piece of shit.
So I mean, there's a lot to this.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Jenny? Jenny's a dude. We love you, Jenny, but you're a dude.
Dudette.
So that whole thing comes off. That's basic PR. It doesn't say anything. It's PR. It doesn't even feel like he typed it.
Yeah.
And he got some shit for that, right?
Yeah.
So we all started off. We all know what happened,
Yeah.
right? Or we think we know what happened.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin killed a cinematographer and injured a director when a prop gun misfired.
Correct.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
That's what we know right now.
Yes.
But we know more than that right now. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that that's the truth, because we all saw the story of he was ranting. He was ranting about Orange Man bad, and the gun went off. That turns out to not be true.
Oh, okay.
That is not true at this point in time. Gene, and I'm going to say this right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's not true,
Mm-hmm.
right? But what I'm saying is officially, that is not true.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying that that didn't happen.
Because it probably did. Knowing Alec Baldwin.
Knowing Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
So, what we have, folks, is a movie set, full of unsafe working conditions. This isn't the only thing, okay? Working conditions were so bad, safety was so bad, that an entire camera crew walked off the fucking set.
Yeah.
Gone. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Gone. If anybody has any Hannah Gutierrez YouTube clips from her TikTok or whatever, please send them to me, either Discord or in chat, because I'm sure we're going to want to watch them.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, right?
Oh, he deserved it. 100% deserves this shit happening
His
to him.
rage, Gene. It's his toxic masculinity. It's the toxic masculinity that is Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
It's his rage, his white rage, Gene, that took the life of a woman, by the way.
Yeah.
A woman. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Alec Baldwin hates feminism.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he hates women.
He hates women. Well, I've heard how he talks to his daughter, so yeah, he clearly hates women.
Yeah, you little pig. Little piggy.
Little piggy.
You fucking pig. So how did this happen, folks? So I'm going to give you guys the rundown. I'm going to give you guys some details, right?
Yes, give us the deets, as it were.
The deeds, as we know right now. Because this story is evolving because it is an open investigation.
Yes, it is. Yeah, fuck it is.
So let's start with the big thing, right?
Yeah.
I see a lot of lawyers saying that Alec Baldwin could face manslaughter charges. Manslaughter means I killed someone, but I didn't mean to, right, Gene?
Correct, yes.
Basically, anyway.
Yes.
That's the normie. That's the fucking, like, do you have a lawyer? No. Did I need one? Gist of manslaughter, right?
Yeah.
I've seen Oz. I know what manslaughter gets you. Gets you fucked in the ass by an Aryan Brotherhood.
Yeah.
So, I see a lot of people saying, a lot of lawyers saying that Alec Baldwin could face manslaughter charges.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Alec Baldwin is going to face no consequences, period.
No.
John Landis dropped a helicopter on 2 Asian children and Vic Morrow.
Vic Morrow.
And
got
he
away
faced
scot-free.
manslaughter charges as well. And nothing happened to him. Okay?
No, nothing at all.
He took a break. Everybody severed ties. He latched onto Joe Dante, and that's
like
where
a
we are today.
Like
Okay?
a fucking leech. He did that shit.
Who will Alec Baldwin latch onto? That'll be the question.
Oh, God. And Harrison Ford, do that.
No, Harrison Ford's too. No, he's got to latch onto someone like he's connected to. He's like, wow, everybody he's connected to is so old. Somebody find out how old Alec Baldwin is, because he's too old.
I'll do it right now. Oh, God. Alec fucking Baldwin is...
Civil court.
63 years old.
Wow, he seems older than that.
He does. He looks like
He seems late 60s at the at the earliest, right? He seems at the youngest. He seems late.
No wonder
60.
he's such a douchebag. His fucking name is Alexander Ray Baldwin III. Jesus.
Who the fuck names their kid Alex, but then calls them Alec? Alec the Great. Okay. Imagine if his name was Alec the Great, would any of us have followed him? No. No. Alexander. Fucking hate. Adam Baldwin is not his brother, by the way.
No, he's not.
We need to get that
No,
out
he's
of the way.
not. He's not
Adam
one
Bal-
of his.
Adam Baldwin, Animal Mother from fucking Full Metal. That fucking Adam Baldwin is not his
not related
fucking
to him.
brother. He's not related to him.
No.
It's just a thing.
Pretty
I'm sure if you go far enough down the fucking chain in like 1500s, yes, I'm sure maybe. But
I'm sure his brothers fucking Daniel and Steve don't fucking like him though. I don't think anyone. in
no,
his
because
family
like
actually
half
likes
of the
him.
family is right wingers,
Yeah, they are.
and the other half are fucking monsters like
Yeah.
fucking Alec Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin is fucking. He's a goddamn lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
This was a culmination.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're gonna. Yes, safety on set was terrible.
Yes, it was.
It caused an entire camera crew to walk out.
Yes.
The first assistant director was fired from a different movie because of misfires from a prop gun.
Yeah.
Okay? Now I want you to take that storm, Gene. You see that storm? See that storm's brewing? It's not safe on set, Gene. It's not safe on set. It's not safe on set. Now add in a first assistant director. Prop misfires on other sets. Right? Now give it all to Alec Baldwin. Bang! A woman is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why? Because that storm that was brewing, right? That was probably a category like 3, okay? But you throw Alec Baldwin in the mix, that's a category 300. The dude is unstable.
Yes, he is.
He's not stable. He's a cunt bag.
Yeah, he is.
Left, right, center, doesn't matter. He is one of the most vile pieces of shit to ever exist.
He is.
Ever. He's in the top 10. He's above Alyssa Milano, and we talked about who she's above.
Yeah, exactly.
He's above Alyssa Milano by a good couple fucking notches, by the way.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
An absolute fucking douchebag.
Yeah, he's awful.
And it couldn't have happened, and I don't feel bad for the guy.
No, I don't either.
However, Gene, he's not at fault.
No.
Well, he is at fault a lot.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Does
but I
he
mean,
deserve to fucking go to jail? He doesn't. I
No.
mean, we all want to feel that. Look, we have to separate it. That's
do.
That's what's most important, right? You have to separate. Do we all want to see him go to jail and get fucking ass raped?
Yeah.
Yeah, we fucking do. Of course, I want to see it so bad.
Federal pound me in the ass prison.
I can.
That's where Alec Baldwin deserves to go.
I want to see it so bad. I can't sit down for a week. That's how bad I want to fucking see it, Gene. Does he deserve it? Now, let's be honest. No.
No.
No. Now, what he does deserve is exactly what he's already started,
Yeah.
which is the fact that he's taking time off from acting,
Yep.
which is sad to me because I would have loved, first of all, Helena, whatever your name is, I don't care. Dead or not. I don't really give a shit, Gene. That's sad. Okay. I guess, sure. I'm not connected to you, so I can't feel the sadness. But yes, it's sad. I think that's called empathy. And I have empathy for people that matter.
Yes.
That's sad. You know what makes me sadder is that this movie went without any real fucking problems. So that it could come out and fail on its own.
It'd be so
Rust
bad.
is a flop. 100% it's a flop. Read the details about it. It's a money front. That's how I heard Mr. H describe it. It's a money front. It's called Rust, American Rust, and that's the name of the production company as well. And Alec Baldwin is 100% involved. Don't let anybody don't let the media try and move blame. Okay? Hannah Gutierrez was hired because she was cheap. She's the armorer, by the way. So it all falls down to Hannah Gutierrez. We've got Alec Baldwin. We hate him. Right, Gene?
Yeah.
And I want to emphasize this. Does he deserve jail time? He doesn't.
No.
He doesn't deserve jail time. Okay? Period.
Correct.
Now, I know most of us have never killed anyone before. Most of you have never killed anyone before. Your first time is always the hardest. You know, because they're just kicking and screaming. You haven't figured out exactly how much chloroform to use. But after that, it gets easier and easier and easier. Okay. And we can't let him continue because he'll just keep. Alec Baldwin will continue to kill cinematographers. And we can't allow him to do that.
No.
Without
This movie should
cinematographers, there is nothing. There are no directors. There are no sound, audio. There is no costume design.
Exactly.
The writers barely exist. They exist before the cinematographers. But this isn't a writer's strike, Jim. It's the death of a cinematographer. I was going to be a cinematographer. Then I decided to live my life as a heterosexual. No, cinematography is very important.
Yes.
And Alec Baldwin killed one of them.
Yes, he
They're
did.
very rare.
Yes.
You know, Gene, you ever hold your you know how they hold up like the square? on
Uh-huh.
both fingers, right? You put like
Yeah.
the L7 weenie, right?
Yeah.
Put that up. That's how like that's like a big movie thing. Ooh, that's what
Yeah.
you look like in frame, right?
Mhm.
Can you do that? Did you do that, Gene? Do that.
I'm doing it right now.
Do
I'm doing it.
Doing it right now. You're a cinematographer, Gene. It's almost like they're not in fucking Portland. Who gives a shit? Fuck her and her husband. Fuck him. He was a Clinton lawyer. That's what I heard.
Of course he was.
Fuck him. Alec Baldwin did us a favor. It's actually, we're killing two birds with one stone, Gene. First of all, we've killed a woman, which thank God, because women are, unstable. And who knows what kind of rampage she would have set upon the world. Your Honor, YouTube, Susan, which I don't know who I'm pleading to anymore. It's a joke. It's a joke, okay? Women smell really nice and they let you touch them when they're passed out. It's nice. Okay, they're very nice. I think we can all agree, Your Honor, that the history of Alec Baldwin is very psychotic
And anti-women.
and anti-woman.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Gene! Do we have to remind people?
Yeah, I think we do.
I think we do, Gene. Alec Baldwin voicemail.
Yep.
Here's his call. Here's his call to his daughter. You don't
Yep.
even have to fucking see it. Here we go.
Hey, I want to tell you something, okay? And I want to leave a message for you right now, because again, it's 10:30 here in New York on a Wednesday, and once again, I made an ass of myself trying to get you a phone to call you at a specific time.
So he tried to call her at a specific time, Gene. Gene, he made an ass.
An ass of
himself.
himself.
Imagine that, right? Imagine that. Gene, I'm gonna go. Gene, can you give me a second here? I'm gonna go call my
Sure.
daughter. It's 10:50. I always call her at 10:50, and she always answers. Right? Okay,
What if she
just hold
doesn't?
on. Just hold on 1 second, Gene. Here we go. It's a certain time, and I've made an ass of myself trying to call this little pig. Love you, baby.
I'm coming for you to make the phone call. I stop whatever I'm doing, and I go when I make that phone call. At 11 o'clock.
You can tell it's his first kid, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it's
yeah.
his first kid, because check this out. Check this out, right? Alec Baldwin, technically, he has said, right? I can't not work. Why can't he not work, Gene?
Because
Because he's got 7 kids.
yeah, he does.
There's 7 of him walking around right now. 7 of them.
Yep.
God, I've never agreed with Goebbels so fucking hard.
in the morning in New York, and
don't
if you don't
even
pick up
think
the phone at 10 o'clock at night, and you don't even have that goddamn phone turned on, I want you to know something.
Alec Baldwin is DSP if he was successful.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
It's this fucking movie's fault. It's the fucking movie's fault. It's the cinematographer. That's why I can't fucking keep going.
I kill people. It's their fault.
It's their fault. It's a fucking glitch, all right? It's a glitch in the production.
I'm tired of playing this game with you. I'm leaving this message with you to tell you you have insulted me for the last time.
Okay. I like that, Gene. I like that. You've insulted me for the last time, right? And she's like, oh, she got that message from her dad, right? But her dad comes to pick her up from school. You Little
You've
does she know,
insulted me for the last time, you pig.
little does she know he's strapped with dynamite. Huh? You've insulted me for the last time. And he drives right into a fucking temple. Huh? Is that what we want? I mean, I don't want it.
You don't have the brain.
I don't not
or
want
the
it.
decency as a human being. I don't give a damn that you're.
She's fucking 12 or
Yeah.
something. What do you
She
mean
is.
decency? Fucking children are the most evil thing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
They're like top 3 evil things
What's-
on the planet.
What's worse than a rapist? A child.
A child. A child.
Child.
It's true though. Rapist top 5. Child top 3. Okay.
12 years old or 11.
And a girl. Girls are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Girl children, they're the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Years old, or that you're a child, or that your mother is a.
I don't care that you're a child. That's what he says. He doesn't care that you're a child. He'll shoot you. He'll
a
kill
thoughtless
you.
pain in the ass who doesn't care about what you do as far as I'm concerned. You have humiliated me for the last time with this phone. And when I come out there next week, I'm going to fly out there for the day just to straighten you out on this issue.
That's a threat.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
is.
threat. I'm gonna fly out there for the day and straighten you out. I'm gonna take time out of my busy schedule from filming The Shadow to come out there and fuck you up, little girl. What are you, 11? I'm gonna give you 3 black eyes. You know what 3 black eyes, Gene? That's your normal eyes, right, Gene?
Mm-hmm.
But see, you didn't think about your third eye.
Oh shit! The third eye. Damn.
Right in the middle. That's a fist print right in the middle of your
Mhm.
forehead. Bang!
Mhm.
There it is. Now you can't see because Alec Baldwin done fucked you up. Gene, I need stats on Alec Baldwin. Height. I need height,
Height, okay.
on Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin
Six-
height.
6'2". That's what I'm saying. 6'2".
6.
Let you know just how
Only
disappointed
6
in you
feet?
I am and how angry I am with you that
Correct.
you've done this to me again.
He's only
You've
6
made me
feet
feel
tall.
like shit,
Yes.
and you've made me feel like a fool.
You can't weigh that. You can't have that stomach and be 6 feet. You even at 60. You okay, Alec? There's
Over and over and over again.
this guy is gonna die from a heart attack.
Yeah,
They're literally gonna say Alec Baldwin dead from heart attack. That is the headline. We will all celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be, you know his doctor is like, oy vey, you can't get fucking upset about your daughter not answering her cell phone.
Yep.
You need to calm down. I wonder if he smokes.
Crap, you
Bad temper leads to high blood pressure, right? I mean, just fucking high blood pressure, right? Gene, you ever get so mad that your head throbs? Have you? Like legitimately,
no.
ever?
No, I've never gotten mad
No,
that
okay,
my
so
head throbbed.
Gene, well, he's not Italian, so Gene doesn't know. As Italians, we come with thick pasta sauce blood, Gene. It's
Yes.
just in us.
Mhm.
We will get so angry
Mhm.
that our head just boom, 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 boom. Our brain throb, like our blood thickens. We can't help it, right? Can we breathe? Barely. Do I want to beat a man almost to death for taking a parking spot? No, I'm not Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, exactly.
Duh. Okay, I would take I would remember his license plate, then get the boys on it, and they would handle it for me at a later date. Okay, little pig.
On me with this
Not you,
goddamn phone situation that you would never dream of doing to your mother, and you do it to me constantly and over again. I am going to get on a plane, and I'm going to come out there for the day, and I'm going to straighten your ass out.
Straighten your ass out.
Do you understand me? I'm going to really make sure you get it. Then I'm going to get on a plane, I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to come home. So you better be ready.
I'm going to come
Friday,
home.
The 20th, to meet with me. So I'm going to let you know just how I feel about what a rude little pig you really are.
Pig.
You are a rude, thoughtless little pig, okay?
To replay this message.
Hey, I want to...
To replay
Wow,
this
that's
message.
that's a great message to send to your 11-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, Gene. Nobody's
Yes.
perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all like to sit here and just, we never get mad, right?
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, it's okay to get angry.
Yeah, it's a normal emotion. Why wouldn't you get angry?
It's a normal emotion, and we are meat sacks that just
Yep.
have all this consciousness in us. We don't know what to do.
That
Technically,
parasitic brain thing that's in there causes that.
take it out. Take your brain out of your skull. By the way, it's a demon. You don't want it in your brain. It's a demon. Remove
demon.
the
Hi, I'm
brain
a
from
demon.
your skull. We agree 100%. Your Honor, remove the brain from your skull. Because we are technically something that shouldn't exist.
Correct.
We exist within consciousness, but are separate from it.
Correct.
And we shouldn't exist.
No, we're an
and
anomaly.
now we're filled with all these emotions. Oh, should I? Would I? What happened when I do this? Oh, but now I'm mad. Who cares? The truth is, it's a cold, desolate wasteland. Nobody cares. It won't matter in 50 years. Guess why? Because you'll be dead.
Yep.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, but everybody lives to 80. No, you don't.
No, not everybody does.
You'll be lucky. Fucking Gunther from Friends. Everybody knows Gunther from Friends. He had the crush on fucking Rachel or whatever. He worked at the coffee. 59. You'll be lucky to live to 60. You're all dead. We're all dead. All right? We live through our vices. We all smoke. We all do. Well, I used to smoke, but that doesn't matter, Gene. I smoked for 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 30. I smoked for 20 years. Do you think me fucking quitting for a year and a half is helping me? It's not.
No.
Okay? I'm dead.
We're all
Okay?
gonna die.
I'm pretty sure I got colon cancer, Gene. Okay? I'm dying soon, Gene. All right?
You
And
just
when
wanted-
this show ends,
just-
I want you to carry it on properly. That's all I'm doing is setting up a base. Because I'm dying soon. Gene. That's not a joke. I went to WebMD. They
I went
said
to
I have
WebMD.
colon cancer.
No, Jenova, those are hemorrhoids.
Okay, I forgot about that. I knew there was something in there, right? As roids, and I was like, no, you don't want to cycle on roids. It's not natty. I'm not. We're all dying. I was gonna say I'm not dying. We're all dying.
We're all
The minute
dying.
you're born, you're dying. Ho, isn't that fucking pretentious bullshit? At what point do you start living before you start dying? The truth is, right? You don't. That's the neat part, Gene. You don't. Alec Baldwin is a cunt. So the armorer, Hannah Gutierrez, her father, very famous armorer. He is famous, and he's got clout, Gene, which is why it's very possible that Hannah Gutierrez isn't going to face any real consequences. A fine here and there. Will she ever work as an armorer again? Probably not.
No.
She's got the hair to prove that she's anti-Orange Man bad.
Yes.
I said this in the Discord, Gene, but what if I told you that they were firing the gun
Yeah. For
at
practice.
cans? They were having target practice, Gene. Bang, bang, bang. That's fine, right? That's cool. Now, Gene, when the gun switches hands, a prop gun, because of Brandon Lee, by the way,
Yep.
these are
Correct.
all the safety tips that everybody's talking about, they come because of Brandon Lee. Because Brandon Lee was killed on the set of The Crow. And that's an actor we should feel sorry for.
Exactly.
Because he was a good actor, and
Yes,
he
he
did
was.
continue to act. But he always lived in that shadow.
Yes, of his father.
Well, not Brandon Lee. I mean the actor. Fuck Brandon Lee. Fuck him. Okay? Fucking Haji. Fucking... Wait, what do they call the half-white, half-Asians?
Oh, the Blazons? No, that's Black Asians. Hoppas.
where-
Hoppas.
Hoppas. Fuck that Hoppa. Fuck him. I'm talking about the actor that shot him.
Oh, yeah.
Lived in that shadow for a long time. Never really had, like, you know. Just, I mean, how do you do that, right? Especially during a scene like that. So a lot of the safety precautions that we're talking about put in place because of Brandon Lee. Alec Baldwin is not the only one. Did he not follow safety procedures? You're right, he didn't. There is a procedure that he didn't follow. At least one. 100%. There's a lot of details revolving this. He was handed the gun by the first AD. Also the same AD that was fired on a different fucking thing, by the way. Something Hall, whatever his name is. It said cold gun, right? Cold gun, which means it's not loaded.
Yes.
Yeah, but they were firing it. I heard. How about this? Hannah Gutierrez didn't know if the gun was loaded or not.
Yeah.
Handed it to an 11-year-old actress.
Ooh.
Said, "Here, take this." Didn't know if the gun was loaded or not.
Yeah, that's ooh.
Firing hollow points.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is why you get the multiple injury, by the way. You get a death and an injury because it went through and into someone else, which is not normally what a hollow point would do. But I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
It would take Porky to explain it because Porky's our gun guy. If he would stop pretending he likes the Braves.
Yeah, whatever the fuck he's doing right now.
Handed the gun to an 11-year-old actress. Here you go, kid. This ain't Montana. This ain't Wyoming. This ain't Kentucky. This ain't Ohio. This ain't places with Texas.
No.
This ain't Texas, Georgia. This ain't place where kids grew up with guns. Well, where were they? Arizona? Well, these people aren't from there.
No, they're not.
They don't know. Dude, that 11-year-old actress could have blown her fucking head off,
could have.
dude. Imagine that fucking story. Alec Baldwin kills 11-year-olds. Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin shoots
Yep.
11-year-old in the
That
face.
would have been. Ooh, boy, howdy.
Now
that would have
that's now that's a
Mm-hmm.
story. Who cares about Helena whatever?
been.
Nobody. Who's this 11-year-old actress, Gene?
I don't know. Who is she?
Exactly. Nobody knows her name.
Ooh.
But we would have if fucking Alec Baldwin would have Kurt Cobained her. That's
Yeah.
for sure. You want to get famous, honey? Huh?
Mhm.
There's 2 ways to do it in Hollywood.
Yeah.
One involves our new armorer, Hannah Gutierrez. The other involves this man,
Yep.
Harvey Weinstein. Don't worry, his penis is inverted.
Yes.
So we handed a loaded gun. We handed a loaded gun to an 11-year-old. Boy or girl doesn't matter. It's an 11-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Probably from LA, so you know they're retarded. You can't be handing guns to retarded kids, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which caused the crew to step in and go, whoa, 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 what are you doing? You can't give her a loaded gun. And Hannah Gutierrez, and again, this is paraphrasing from everything I know, so none of this is necessarily what really happened. Hannah Gutierrez, high on methamphetamines.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't. I made that up. I literally made that up. It's like, I don't give a fuck. She doesn't know. Hannah Gutierrez herself says she doesn't even really know if she wasn't even really ready for that job. She wasn't ready for it, Gene.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they hire her? Because she was cheap.
Yep.
And because she had the same, I personally think because she had the same political views, which you could probably tell from her fucking thing. Also, I disagree. I disagree with myself, Gene.
Mm-hmm.
Like that guy who sneezed and said bless you and then thanked himself.
Yeah.
Gene, I think they hired her based off her name, Gutierrez. Her father, a famous fucking armorer for the movies. They said, holy shit, we can get Gutierrez. We know it's not him, but it's the lineage. It's his daughter. That's great because it's something that we can exploit in the future.
Correct.
We can fucking get his lineage for cheap. Boom, let's bring him on there. Gutierrez, they've done this and this and this. We can get him. So they did, right?
Mm-hmm. That they did.
How'd that turn out?
Awful. Turned out awful.
One dead body.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It's
It'll
just
be
a
fine.
white woman dead. Who cares?
Russian woman, apparently.
Was she Russian? I heard she was going to do... Now, we've heard a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, Alec Baldwin waving a gun, ranting about Donald Trump seems too good to be true.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. Officially, quote. Right? Quote officially. That's not what happened. Apparently, they were rehearsing for a scene, right? And Alec Baldwin was practicing doing a quick draw because they're doing a Western film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now here's a problem. Rehearsals don't usually come with a prop.
Correct. They don't.
Technically, and this actually differs from set to set. However, you usually don't rehearse. Like if you have to draw with a gun or something like that, you don't rehearse with that gun. Now, here's something else we need to talk about, right, Gene? I'm the armorer.
Yes.
You're Alec Baldwin. Okay? You're the actor. Okay?
Yes.
I check the gun. Right? The gun has been handed to me, or I grab the gun.
Yes.
I check it. I say it's cold. Right? Which means
Yes.
it's an empty gun. Right? I hand it to you. Your job is to check that it is a cold gun. Your job is to look at the gun, check it, and to know a firearm, by the way, which an anti-gun lunatic like Alec Baldwin would not. Isn't that funny?
Yep.
This is what we need to. Isn't it funny that the anti-gun fucking lunatic weirdo
Yep.
not only would shoot someone and kill them, but not know his way around a gun?
Yeah.
That is what scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Those are the people that scare me, Gene. This is why it's got to be like, what is it, Norway or whatever, where everybody's mandatory has to have a gun?
Yes.
And like the government pays for you to learn how to use it and have it and everything.
Yep.
Because they got caught sleeping in 1942, and God forbid they're not going to get caught sleeping again. They got tanks in the countryside. They're not getting caught.
Correct.
Having a gun, whether you own one or not, right? Using a firearm, knowing how one works, knowing how it is fed ammunition, knowing how something is fed, knowing how a bullet flows through the chamber, knowing what to look for a jam, knowing signs of guns being loaded, so on and so on, is very good for you.
Yes.
You don't have to own it, but you need to know it.
Yeah, you need to know gun safety.
You should know those things. Especially if you're doing a movie where guns are used.
Are involved, yeah. Heavily involved.
Now, I heard like some weird conspiracy, like, oh, this was designed to stop Hollywood from using guns, like in general, right? Because they always get called out on that. They always get called out on, and we know those spooks, those glow in the dark fucking CIA motherfuckers are all in Hollywood. We know they are.
We know.
And we'll be dying. Well, I'll probably be dead, but most of you will still be alive. And you'll be like, and somebody will write an autobiography like, I was part of the CIA, like, and your response will be, yeah, I know, motherfucker. Especially in Hollywood when you're using guns on set. That should be a very big part of it. And it was a big part of it during, like, after the Brandon Lee thing. Brandon Lee's death changed the game.
Yes, it did.
It was neither the armorer's fault, nor the actor, nor Brandon Lee, or anybody on set who was really to blame for that. Now, somebody will make a case, and I'm sure they're in the fucking chat right now, and I'm sure, yes, like, there is a case for somebody to be blamed, Sure.
Yeah.
But after that, so many safety guidelines were put into place.
They were. They most certainly
Technically,
were.
a prop gun should not be able to fire live
Correct.
rounds.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They were firing live rounds from a
Yeah.
quote prop gun,
Mm-hmm.
which to me for them says prop gun unloaded.
Yeah.
That's what it says to me. A prop gun with no bullets in it.
Mm-hmm.
The armorer loaded hollow points into it
Yeah. Yeah.
to shoot at cans.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another thing, Gene. Now, the armorer didn't actually check the gun, Gene.
Of course not.
From what I understand, it was the first assistant director, the same assistant director who was fired on a movie set because of prop gun misfires.
Oh, gee, you don't say.
Now, he handed the gun to Alec Baldwin, said cold gun. That gun was then placed on a table, okay, that was inside somewhere. Now, the armorer couldn't check the gun at that point. Now, why couldn't the armorer check the gun at that point, Gene?
Why would that be, Jenova?
COVID restrictions.
Oh, of course, yes.
So now COVID restrictions come into play in this story.
Mm-hmm.
The armorer was not allowed inside the area that they were filming
Mm-hmm.
because of COVID.
Yep.
So the weapon is mishandled outside,
Yeah.
gets sent inside, and is, dare I say, Gene, mishandled inside,
Yep.
which results in the death of a cinematographer, Helena whatever.
Yeah, that chick.
I don't care. Someone will replace you.
Yeah.
And I've seen all the conspiracies, right? You see the conspiracies. Her husband is part of the law firm that's under investigation for the Russian thing from the Clintons, right?
Yep.
I saw that. Oh, Helena Hutchins. I think it's Helena Hutchins. Her next film was going to be about Hollywood pedo rings or something like that.
Yep.
Like, okay. But where did you get that info? Is it the same
exactly.
people who told you Alec Baldwin was waving the gun around ranting?
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody who agrees with you is factual.
Correct.
It's just, as much as I want to believe that was happening,
Probably
and
wasn't.
I do. Well, I mean, I do kind of believe that was happening.
Yeah.
But I think that is just a fucking basic bitch standard state for Alec Baldwin. I think Alec Baldwin wakes up and rants in the shower about fucking Donald Trump.
I bet he looks at his own reflection, sees himself dressed as Trump, and then just starts
I
yelling.
think he looks in his reflection and does Trump impressions while he's shaving.
Yeah.
I think he takes shits and does the same thing. Because Alec Baldwin is a goddamn fucking lunatic.
Yes, he is.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
That... Okay. I said this already, right? Do we all want Alec Baldwin to go to jail and get fucked in the ass? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course we do. But there are actually two truths there. Him going to jail, he's probably not going to get fucked in the ass.
No.
He's got enough money to have enough for commissary
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like, buy everyone out. Like, he's
Mhm.
probably the richest motherfucker in Fed Pen, right?
Mhm.
But the truth is, he's not going to fucking jail.
No.
If Alec Baldwin goes to jail, he'll serve 60 days in a camp.
Mhm.
Where,
Yeah.
like, the situation from Jersey Shore fucking serve time. These are
Mhm.
camps that are very low fucking security. Your family is allowed to
Mhm.
visit you on the weekends. You can have a barbecue. There's a fucking
Mhm.
park there. Like,
Mhm.
that's where Alec Baldwin would go.
Yeah.
And if John Landis dropped a helicopter on 2 Asian kids who shouldn't have been working
Mhm.
and killed Vic Morrow,
Mhm.
Alec
And he stayed out of
Baldwin,
jail.
and he stayed all, and he was brought up on very similar charges.
Mhm. He was.
And these and the Alec Baldwin charges haven't even been filed yet, by the way.
Nope.
None of it's been filed. Alec Baldwin faces no fucking jail time.
No.
And I don't think he should.
Mhm.
However, out of all of this, Alec Baldwin has already stated he is taking time off from acting,
Yep.
which means time off from the public view.
Good. No one cares about you. Fade away already.
And that's
Jesus.
that's the best thing you can hope for out of this.
Mhm.
You want a guy, a fucking psychopath,
Mhm.
like Alec Baldwin, to fade.
Mhm.
You can't stop him any other way.
Correct.
I mean, I hate to say, trust me, if a jury comes down and says 5 years in federal pen, you're goddamn right I'm laughing and
Yep.
enjoying it, right?
Mhm.
I love it. Not gonna happen, folks.
No.
He's not going to jail. Look, the prostitutes are above all of us, right?
Yep.
now. That's
Mhm.
we got nobody to blame but ourselves.
Mhm.
Prostitutes are above us. Alec Baldwin is above us right now.
Mhm.
Sorry, but
Mhm.
that's the truth. He ain't gonna. If any of us turned around and killed our cinematographer, our Jewish cinematographer named Gene Skinner, if I shot him because I was ranting about Joe Biden, I'd be in jail.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't be in jail. I would have, Kurt Cobained myself. Only because I didn't want, not because I was sad that I killed Eugene, because it's like my mission is finally done. Bang, and I just fucking end it, right? Italians aren't from Earth, Gene. They're from a different planet.
Is it garlic shaped?
We have a. Okay, maybe. Maybe onion. Might be layers to it. Like Shrek.
Shrek's just an analogy for Italian people.
That's not true. It's an analogy for Scottish people. Okay. Just look at Shrek. Shrek looks like your average. I mean, he looks like Dankula. And Fiona, when she's in her true ogre form,
Is a
looks
Scottish
like
woman.
fucking Dankula's wife. Like, what do you want from me? All right? Now stay the fuck out of their swamp. Alec Baldwin.
Yes.
Sorry, folks. He ain't gonna serve no time.
No, he ain't serving time. You got too much money.
Listen to all the online lawyer and
Mhm.
all the manslaughter, this and that.
Mhm.
He's not gonna face any time. Anybody else? I don't know. I don't see Gutierrez facing any time. I don't see it. Not with a famous armorer father. Don't see it.
Yeah.
It's all gonna get. And it's being handled by corrupt California police.
Yep.
Well, not in California. They're in Arizona.
Yeah.
Which, let's not pretend like Arizona, like, Yeah. Did you guys vote a certain way? Yeah. Did it come out that way? No. So you guys got some splaining to do,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Nathan's gonna listen. I know ain't Nathan's around that. I look. Nobody's gonna face any time. Nothing's gonna.
No. No.
The closest thing you're gonna get to anything, Alec
Mm.
Baldwin fading out of the spotlight for a while.
Thank God.
Which, thank God, right? It's been coming to a head. Thank God. We can
Mhm.
call that the Trump curse, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
And civil suit,
Yep.
which Alec Baldwin will pay willingly.
Yeah, he will.
Now I imagine there'll be a suit against Gutierrez herself,
Yep.
and possibly the studio, which is Alec Baldwin owned, from what I understand. So
Good, pay
Alec
more.
Baldwin sued twice.
Yeah, good.
Okay, civil suit and a different suit. Gutierrez is probably going to get sued. The most you're going to see out of this is a civil suit, which means that Helena Hutchins' husband, who is already a lawyer for the Clintons, is
Mhm.
going to make even more money.
Mhm.
So good for him. I mean, it all works out in the end, right?
Clearly.
Clearly. So there you go.
Mhm.
I mean, we won't. I mean, it'll be a continuing story.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week as well.
Mm.
And we'll probably talk about it the week after that.
Yeah.
But
It'll be continual story.
But at some point, until any real
Information. Verdict.
information happen, like we have an affidavit. A lot of it comes from an affidavit from
Mhm.
police.
Yes.
This is what happened. The gun was sent here. The gun traveled here. The first AD, the guy who was fired, by the way, he said
Yep.
cold gun. The gun, like there was lunch called. They were trying to get a crew in because people walked out. The gun going off, apparently it misfired a couple days before that.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
The crew had walked off set.
Yeah.
There were like, it's not just the gun.
No.
It's not just Helena Hutchins' death. And to be honest with you, somebody like a director
Mhm.
and a cinematographer, a producer like Alec Baldwin, who is writing, producing, co-directing, starring,
ranting.
whatever his ego was taking him to.
Yeah.
You are in charge.
Mhm.
These people were in charge. Cinematographer, I mean, can tell you what to do.
Yes.
They can say, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Now, the director can override them, right?
Mhm.
The cinematographer says, we're not going to film here. Like, you can't fit a helicopter there. Like, it's not going to work. And a director can say, lower.
Mhm.
And a director can kill 2 Asian children and Vic Morrow.
And Vic Morrow, yeah.
It all depends on what you think of Hollywood, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now, the shills, they're putting, I've seen some ridiculous headlines.
Mm.
Did a rogue Trump supporter load the gun with a live bullet?
Retarded.
Really? What do you think? There's just mega ninjas fucking hanging out somewhere? Like,
Those mega ninjas.
It's just fucking a Hitman. What Khan say? Hitman 4? That's what Khan had it as, Hitman 4.
Mm-hmm.
Hitman 4 in Arizona on the set of a fucking movie. That's a great. I really hope they do that. That would be great. Oh, you can just like sneak in, load a fucking live round into a thing, and kill this fucking bitch.
Agent 47 just wearing a fucking MAGA hat.
Mega. And that's why. But like you stand in front of the actor and you put your mega hat on, and that causes him to rant and rave and swing the prop gun around that's filled with a live round to kill, like to shoot, bang, and then like you take it off and walk away, and like you're good. Well done, Agent 47. And fucking bitch's British accent shows up in your fucking ear. Oh, Alec Baldwin. I don't want to say it's because you're a cunt, right? But the truth is, it's because you're a cunt.
Yeah.
Okay? This has been coming for a while, baby.
Exactly.
What time is it?
It is 11:30.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect timing, Gene. So, we'll continue on the Alec Baldwin story. We will continue.
Yes.
Because I'm sure more and more. That's actually the biggest fucking thing going on right now. Is the fucking Alec Baldwin story. I would say the second biggest is probably the Dave Chappelle thing, and that's pretty much coming to an end. But, boy, was I surprised when I found out about Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
God, holy shit, the whole Ruby Rose thing, that went off. God. It's almost like it's all a fucking distraction to distract away from Alec Baldwin manslaughtering a woman. We know what happened, Alec.
Yeah.
We know.
You ain't fooling nobody.
He'll have to take a break from acting, Gene, but he'll be able to keep his income by suing people like us.
Yeah, of course.
Right. And I mean, it's your channel, so.
My channel.
Yeah. It's Gene Skinner's channel, Alec. It's not mine.
Your Honor. Your Honor, Alec Baldwin.
Your Honor, Alec Baldwin. I've got nothing to do with that. Yeah, Ruby Rose, bro. So she came out. So remember, she was Kate Kane. She left Batwoman.
Correct.
On the CW. Now that caused a bit of a stir. And both parties agreed that they loved each other. They were in love with each other, Gene. But they had to go their separate ways.
Yes.
For whatever reason.
Yes. Clearly.
To pursue this, to do this, to leave it open for a black woman to come in and just make it worse.
Hello, black.
Hello, black. Remember that guy, Gene? That was Lucas Fox. Remember?
I remember. They was supposed to like die. Some
Hello,
point wanted
black.
to die.
No, he's Nightwing, Gene. So shut
He's
up.
Nightwing now. That's
He's
right.
Nightwing now, Gene. I should remember Nightwing. Okay. Hello, Nightwing.
Black. Yeah.
Hello, Blackwing.
Blackwing.
So Ruby Rose.
Yes.
I don't know if like the NDA fucking absolved, like ran out. I don't know what the fucking happened, right? Out of nowhere, Ruby Rose shows up on fucking her social media, I think Instagram or whatever, saying, fuck Warner Brothers, fuck the Batwoman, fuck CW, fuck all these people, bro. Fuck them, dude.
Took you long enough.
So, did we get, like, the real juice? Did we get the real juice? Right?
Mm-hmm.
About it?
Who knows?
Oh, shit. I forgot.
What'd you forget?
That tranny that was leading the fucking
Oh,
Dave Chappelle Oh, you want to hear? Hold on. You want to hear some of her tweets about it? Asians?
sure. Let's hear them.
Asian hoes act like they won't get karate chopped. In they motherfucking throat.
What the fuck?
What is this hoe staring? Y'all beeswax. Latino and Asian businesses need to stop being rude, fucking disrespectful, and I know it's a lot to ask in California, but speak fucking English.
You live in
This-
California.
This
what do you
is the
expect?
person. This is the person leading the Netflix walkout. By the way, Ashley Marie Preston.
That's hilarious.
Another damn Asian almost hit me while crossing. What the fuck is it with y'all and damn vehicles? I have an idea. McDonald's on Wilshire, eat my salad and protein wrap. This Asian nigga keep looking at me. This Asian nigga in Subway got a fat ass. He almost looks like bitch from behind. Just broke my phone on this Asian bitch's head. I have Asian friends, but they some motherfucking hashtag weirdos sometimes. Hashtag said it, but we all think it. Almost got hit by an Asian in a BMW as I crossed the street. Yes, I know what you mean, but the important thing is that we didn't say it. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that
Racist ass LOL at the go-to girl. I don't do Mexican or Asian or Samoan. Oh, okay.
They're in the
No,
Pacific
no.
Islanders in there.
Okay. Just cuss that Asian bitch clean the fuck out. You mess up my order and then blame me. Hashtag English is my first language, bitch. Never ordering again. So those are just some of the tweets from the person behind. I say
And
person,
the Netflix, the mistake behind the Netflix.
from the mistake behind the Netflix thing. Now back to
the
Ruby
walkout.
Rose. She's retarded.
Well, no surprise there.
So
could've told you that.
she had a lot to say, Gene.
Mhm.
Let's just say that. I don't have any quotes. We're gonna do a lot of whatchamacallit, Gene.
Yeah, I get you.
But basically, Gene,
Yeah.
she called everyone out for unsafe working conditions.
Uh-huh.
She specifically called out a couple people. She called out Greg Berlanti. Now, if you don't remember Greg Berlanti, he's very his name pops up in all the DC things.
Oh, that's right.
He was also named during the Kryborg saga.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently he liked to have women steam his pants while he was still wearing them.
What the fuck?
I don't know. So,
I
Ruby
like my
Rose,
pants steamed.
Yeah, recently had some things to say regarding her exit from Batwoman. She said the show was bad and she'd never do it again.
Okay. Sure.
So what everybody is basically saying is not only did the NDA run out, however, she's actually pissed because they told her they wouldn't recast Kate Kane, but they did.
Yeah.
They did
They did.
recast Kate Kane.
They
Because
did.
they needed her because Black Girl couldn't hold a show on her own.
Yep.
Now, she claimed there were horrible set conditions, which actually can be verified.
Yes.
Also, from an accident from her, we know
Yep.
another woman castmate was quadriplegic.
Yep.
Also, okay.
Yep.
Now, how about this? Another crew member had his face burned.
Jesus.
3rd degree burns all over his body, Gene.
What the
and
fuck?
his face, the skin on his face, fell off.
Oh, the fuck?
Okay. And WB, Warner Brothers, CW,
Yeah.
told Mr. No Face Burn Man and
Fucking dark,
no
fucking
walk,
dark man over here.
no walk spine broken girl. That they're at fault and they couldn't get any they don't like CW ain't paying for that shit. Okay. But Ruby Rose, what did Ruby Rose do in a time of need? The skin of your face is falling off, Gene. And what did Ruby Rose do for you, Gene?
What did she do?
Well, she sent you some flowers.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
there you go. I'm sure you feel better.
Yeah, my face. is
Ruby
just
Rose
falling.
sent you some flowers.
Oh wow, it's really helping with my face falling the fuck off.
Yeah, the skin on your face fell off. But that's okay. Because Ruby Rose, the star of Batwoman, sent you some flowers.
Oh, thank Jesus.
So there you go. Oh, shit. Drop my beer. Hope I get some flowers.
Did your beard fall off, Jenova?
I'm just fucking being stupid. That's my fault. Just throw some napkins on it. That's why I keep napkins around, Gene. Always,
Oh, that's good.
always keep a handful of fucking paper towels wherever you go, bro.
It's important.
Now, is it important as receiving flowers for your face falling off, Gene?
I don't know. That's pretty important too, I guess. Star
Someone who
Batwoman.
cares about? Did Bruce Wayne ever send flowers to Firefly? I don't think so. Brendan Fraser cast as Firefly.
I saw
by the
that.
way.
I saw
You
that.
see
Yeah.
that? Good for him. At least Firefly's a fucking dude,
Yeah.
as he should be.
Yeah.
I hope his best friend is Blue Beetle, by the way. That's all I want, is Brendan Fraser and Blue Beetle to be best friends. That's all I want. Good for Brendan Fraser and his continued comeback.
Yep. Good for him.
She said Peter Roth, so Ruby Rose, horrible set conditions, which verifiable. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. They are.
She said Peter Roth, one of the showrunners, made young women steam his pants while he was still wearing them.
Yeah.
Now, Peter Roth also put a private investigator on Ruby Rose. Why?
Why do you
To
do
make
that?
sure that she was actually injured.
Oh, okay.
Like if she's actually injured, if she's actually saying that she's injured, right? We need to know.
Yeah.
So put a private investigator on her to watch her to make sure she's acting injured when no one's around, right? But apparently this private investigator was let go after his findings didn't fit the narrative. So they
Of
were
course.
like, this bitch faking it. Again, one employee crippled for life.
Yep.
quadriplegic.
One man losing his
Not
fucking
allowed
face.
to collect any benefit. This is all Ruby Rose, by the way.
Mhm.
Not allowed to collect any benefits, right? Had to start a GoFundMe campaign. Another member of the crew, third-degree burns. The skin fell off his face.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Jesus. No, nothing at all.
Nothing.
No.
Except, Gene, he turned into Darkman.
Yeah.
And he infiltrated the set of Batwoman, and he's been there ever since. But you don't know who he is, because he only needs to. How long does a face last? 12 hours? 6 hours?
I believe
Something like that?
I believe so in that movie.
3,
Yeah,
4 hours? I don't know.
Yep.
6 hours, I think, is a lot of time.
that is. Yeah.
4, 2, 3, 4 hours. Where's Rock? Rock, how long does Darkman's face last?
Darkman also made, by the way, because they couldn't
I
get the
don't want
license for
this
the
to
Shadow.
be a cartoon, Gene. I don't want this to be a cartoon or a movie. I want this to be real life. I want this guy's face to have melted off and him to have made masks that dissolve. That I want a real Darkman saga. It'll be more interesting than the actual show.
Yeah.
The show is trash. It's on its
Yep.
third season, and nobody cares.
Nobody gives two shits about
Nobody
Batwoman. No.
cares.
No.
90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Not using the burn victim to play Firefly, what a waste. 90 minutes. 90 minutes in sunlight. Yep. Okay. 90 minutes. He puts on Ruby Rose's face. He walks around. He causes all this drama, and he fucking just send me flowers, huh? Woo. So when she posted everything, she posted it all to basically her Instagram, and it came off really hyperbolic and dramatic.
Yeah.
Like all fucking fajita posts come off, right?
Yep. I imagine it was
All
really,
of
really
these
dumb to come
people
out.
are they're all in the business.
Yep.
That's why when you see them posting, everything seems so dramatic, because they're actors.
Yep.
They're on the same level as prostitutes.
Yep. Correct.
Which, guess who I heard say that today?
Who said that today?
Oh, Mr. H.
Oh, of course he did.
Of course he did. He talks about how, and he was talking about the Ruby Rose thing. And he was like, these people are basically prostitutes. They're on the same level as prostitutes. They pretend to be other people for a living. So, and I'm like, yeah, we've been saying that for 3 years. Where the fuck have you been?
Making his
Dick.
independent movies.
So
where
now,
it is then.
Gene, Warner Brothers Television and others have responded to Ruby Rose. So WB basically put out a statement and said, despite the revisionist history, oh shit.
Oh, shit, dog.
You a revisionist now, dog.
Dog, you revisioning it up.
Despite the revisionist history that Ruby Rose is now sharing online, aimed at the producers, the cast and crew, the network, and the studios, the truth is that Warner Brothers Television had decided not to exercise its option to engage Ruby for season 2 of Batwoman, based on multiple complaints about workplace behavior that were extremely reviewed and handled privately out of respect for all concerned. So, something we actually said, Gene,
Yes.
which was she was a diva.
Yes.
That was a rumor.
Mm-hmm. It was.
All the rumors that we talked about when this first happened about a year ago, right?
Yes.
Everything's true.
Mm-hmm.
Except a couple things, Gene.
Yeah.
Now, she attacked somebody named Dougray Scott. Dougray Scott plays her father. He plays Kate Kane's father.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the Crows, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said that like he yelled at women and made them cry or whatever. Now she
Okay.
claims that Dougray Scott is suing her for $10 million.
Ooh.
There's no official word from Dougray Scott saying that that's an actual fucking thing that's happening. She
Really
says
helping-
I have. She
helping your
claims he
case.
hurt women on set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dougray Scott clearly drunk most of the time he was filming.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty fucking plastered.
However, apparently he does have an anger thing.
Okay.
However, yelling at someone and harming them are two different things.
Yes, they are.
Especially when you work in Hollywood, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you work anywhere, by the way.
Yeah.
So Ruby Rose said something like, "Oh yeah, Dougray, sue me for $10 million so I can win this. I hope I win this." So then, because Greg Berlanti loaned you his lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope I win this so that I can use that money to then sue to go after Greg Berlanti.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Which to me says that Ruby Rose doesn't know how lawsuits work.
No, she does not.
So Ruby, you then you have to countersue for $10 million if you want $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
You're not countersuing. She claims she
No.
has all these like victims and witnesses and everything like that, right?
Of course she does.
Dougray Scott is suing because we don't know if he's actually suing. He hasn't. She says he's suing her for $10 million. He hasn't come out. Nobody on his side has come out and said that yet and confirmed that. He made a statement that said like basically you're blackening my reputation, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that it's all a lie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not the only one to come out and say that, by the way.
Gotcha.
But Ruby Rose doesn't know how lawsuits work.
Not
Gene,
shocked.
if I sue you for $10 million and you win, you don't get $10 million.
No.
You just don't have to pay $10 million.
Correct. If I counter-sued you for $10 million, then I would.
Right,
get
and most times I probably have to pay your court cost.
Correct.
Right, like the person suing actually, like if they lose,
Yeah.
they actually like lose,
Pay
like,
the
they
court
come
cost,
out,
yeah.
like in debt, like almost.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So Ruby Rose doesn't know
No.
how like lawsuits work. Now, gee, why wouldn't Ruby Rose like know how like a lawsuit works?
Because she's a dum-dum.
Now, why would she be a dum-dum, Gene?
She would be a dum-dum because she's a stupid Hollywood actress who doesn't know the difference of how lawsuits work because she's never been in that kind of situation.
What do people in Hollywood like to do, Gene?
They like to be hyperbolic and act and be dramatic.
Now, what if I told you, Gene, all of what you said is true,
Mm-hmm.
but
What?
what if Ruby Rose and her girlfriend / friends
Mm-hmm.
were doing a lot of drugs?
Oh. Oh.
What if Ruby Rose was a junkie
Ooh.
who was late to the set numerous times by 8 hours? That's an entire
Ooh.
workday. By
Oh,
the way.
yeah, that is. Ooh.
And her friends / girlfriend would say things like, "Whatever, dude. We got high last night."
We got high last night. Jesus.
So something Baxter, whatever his name is, Gene. I'll tell you who Baxter is. He plays fucking Lucas Fox.
Okay, that guy.
You don't know who Lucas Fox is on
Hello,
Batwoman?
Black.
Thank you, Gene. There you go. He's the hello Black. He's that guy. We've talked about. He's a meme.
Yep.
In our fucking whatchamacallit,
In our
especially
Discord,
thanks
yep.
to Jay Longbow.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
hello Black. We've probably taken it farther than Jay.
Oh, of course,
And
yeah.
I don't know if she has a Discord, but probably farther than her Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So Baxter talked about how like he was so excited to work on this fucking show, Gene. Right?
Of course he was.
Of course you would, because you're an up and coming actor and you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Okay? Nobody with any dignity works for the CW.
No, they do not.
So he was so excited, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says in his statement, "I didn't know the hell that awaited me."
Mm-hmm.
When it came to Ruby Rose.
Mm-hmm.
So her first day, according to Baxter, according to a Black, this is,
Yes.
again, Gene.
Hello, Black.
It's Fajita versus McRib.
It is.
It's
It is
just
indeed.
like the Chappelle. This is just like the Chappelle thing.
Yep.
So according to Baxter and other people, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and his first name isn't Baxter. His last name is Baxter.
Gotcha.
I don't know what his name is. Black Baxter. That's his name.
Black Baxter. Blackster.
Hello, Baxter.
Blackster.
Ruby Rose
Mm-hmm.
did not acknowledge a single crew member on her first day.
Not surprising.
Did not acknowledge a single crew member on her first day. She demanded that a certain thing, because she's Australian,
Mm-hmm.
she demanded a certain table be set up
Mm.
with like heat lamps or something, or like air, like heat, and stuff like that, and special food, because she was Australian and like I don't know.
What, you want
she
fucking
used-
Vegemite?
Probably. A Vegemite sandwich. And I come
Jesus.
from a land down under.
Nunda. Where the
Batman-
emus beat us. Where the emus beat us in the War Thunder.
Can't you hear the woman?
I'm a
Anyway.
woman.
She demanded something being set up about Australia. I don't know, whatever. Some kind of snack, something for Australia.
Yeah.
She walked in, saw it, laughed, and said, "No thanks," and fucking walked out.
Wow.
According to Baxter, somebody then said, "I think Ruby's just giving orders to give orders."
Oh, duh.
Ooh,
She's
never a
entitled.
good sign, Gene.
No.
Apparently, she walked in holding some food.
Okay.
Okay. She bumped into Baxter. Hello, Black.
Oh, Black. Probably thought it was
into
Abo
Hello,
or
Black.
something.
Bumped into Hello, Black, Gene.
Mm-hmm.
Spilled all her food. Her food fell on the floor.
Okay.
Then looked at Baxter and said, "Well, what are you waiting for?" And then walked away.
Wow.
Forced Baxter to clean up her mess.
Mm-hmm.
If you are holding food, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
you are responsible for it. It
Yeah.
is yours.
Yes, it
is
is. Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay? That's what
Yeah.
I've been taught from the get-go. Like, I'm holding on to my virginity. It's mine. And if something happens to it, it's my fault. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you're never gonna get it. None of you touch my penis. Get away. No. Don't touch it. Now.
Uh-huh.
I think all things are true at once.
Yeah,
How's that feel?
it sounds about right because they're all
I
trying
think-
to throw each into the bus.
I think Ruby Rose has a point about unsafe working conditions.
Yeah, I think there's a huge ton of them.
It's verifiable that that one girl was turned into a quadriplegic.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Rose was injured, and there is a guy who had his face burned off.
Yep, Darkman.
Yes, Darkman. Who I'm rooting for, by the way.
Me too.
Professor X over there in the fucking chair. I don't give a shit about her.
Darkman.
I'm sure.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm sure now. I'm sure once she went quadriplegic, DC wished,
They had
Right.
Oracle in the fucking series.
Yeah. Soon, Gene. All things are true at once.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying right now. Do Gray Scott, he's got an anger problem and he was drinking. Like you could
Yeah.
tell. Jay Longbone talks about it all the time.
Times you could tell Dude Gray Scott was drinking. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
not like being there. You're at
He
your
didn't
bottom
like
of your
being
career,
there.
buddy.
He was the best actor there, and he was wasted the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just gonna do drunk, get up there, do my lines. Fuck it, it's the CW. What are you gonna do? Kill
Fire
me?
me?
What are you gonna do? Burn my face off?
Dude Gray Scott becomes Darkman.
So I'm not saying that he's not suing. I'm just saying we don't have confirmation from
That he
his
is.
camp that he is suing. We don't have any of that. That's a
No.
claim from Ruby Rose.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ruby Rose is having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
I think they're having Ruby Rose is actually younger than me. I think she
You think
might
she's
be
having-
younger than you, Gene.
Wow. I think she's having a midlife crisis at her age, though.
Yeah, and I don't even actually know if any of that's true. Somebody find out how old Ruby Rose is.
Let me do it right now. Rose.
I think she's having a mental breakdown. I think.
She's 35, Jenova. She's a year
Oh,
older
hey,
than
she's
you.
older than me, so hey, there you go. I'm gonna be 35. She's older
You
than me.
are.
She's already 35, so fuck that old bitch. I think she's having a mental breakdown, a midlife crisis, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I think her career, she started like it went up, up, up,
Mm-hmm. And then it's going down, down, down.
and just fucking nosedived.
Mm-hmm.
Straight nosedive, and she doesn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
And now she's claiming all these things. I think that plus very possible drug use. I agree. Baxter, hello, Black. He came out and said that she was on drugs all the time,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? And everybody had to wait. She would be 8 hours late. Could you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
We all have to. We gotta wait 8 hours
Oh, Jesus Christ.
to then film for 8 hours.
Ugh, dude.
16-hour fucking workday. Cause it
Ugh.
is, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Just because of her. Ugh, fuck that.
I think it's all true at once. That's what I think.
Mhm.
I think it's
Yeah.
all true at once. I think Do Gray Scott like to get drunk and yell at people on the set, and those people just happen to be women.
Mm-hmm.
Yelling at someone is not violence, by the way.
No, it is not. It is not violence at all.
I
He's
yell
just
at your
yelling.
moms all the time. Get in the cage. Not violence.
No, it's not violent at all. Nothing about that's violent.
I believe that, and dude, when Hello Black said something about drug use, right?
Yeah.
And like a combination of narcotics or drugs.
Yeah.
Whatever she was on that day. It's probably pills, marijuana,
Probably.
possibly, definitely some coke, some meth.
Mm-hmm.
It made sense when you think about Ruby Rose, and like, it made sense. It just all made sense to me. Do I think that the WB forced her back 10 days after a major spinal fucking surgery? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I believe they do. I believe they did. Yes, I do. Do I believe that the WB had unsafe working conditions? Yes, I do. I believe, and it's verifiable.
Yes, it is.
There is a quadriplegic and a man with his face burned off.
Yep.
From the set of Batwoman. They
Correct.
are there.
Yes, they are.
Everything else isn't necessarily verifiable, but I believe it.
Yeah.
All at once.
Yeah.
I think when you look at the affidavit from the Alec Baldwin thing, and you see how unsafe the working conditions were there, because it's cheap and no one cares, and they're just trying to. I mean, I'm sure it's called American Rust or Rust. It's based on American Rust. It's an anti-American fucking book.
Of course it is.
It's based on a book. It's anti-American. It's a bunch of It's a douchebag who fucking wrote it. Fuck you.
Of course. Yeah.
It's anti-American.
That's of course why Alec Baldwin wanted to make it as a fucking
But it's
film. Of
cheap.
course.
Exactly. But it's also cheap.
Yeah.
Right? Just like the CW is cheap.
Yeah.
And all of that results in unsafe working conditions. And what do you get? What does Hollywood give you? They give you a quadriplegic, a man with his face melted off, and a dead woman. That's what they give you.
Exactly.
Always outnumbered, never outgunned.
Yep. Exactly, Jenova.
Shit. So we'll see. Ray Fisher kind of chimed in on the Ruby Rose thing. He didn't really say much, but it was like Greg Berlanti was somebody he named in his
Yep.
thing, you know, and I went, oh shit, Greg Berlanti's back, you know.
Good old Cryborg.
Good old Cryborg and Greg Berlanti. Oh shit, brah. They're after Greg Berlanti. They're trying to catch that scalp.
Ooh.
I don't know. But the thing is, like DC, like WB DC, they seem to be quite like a force. If you come after them solo by yourself, you lose. Everybody who's in there, like almost everybody from Batwoman, savaged Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
It's almost like they were told to. Like,
almost.
Hey, you want to keep your job? You want to get killed off next episode? Because we'll do it.
We'll do it. We'll kill you. You don't matter.
Wasn't Ruby Rose bad to work with? Like, yes, she was bad to work with. But I agree that, like, I don't even think it takes much to convince. Like, I would have been like, nah, dog. I tweeted that shit, like, last year.
Yeah.
You know, if I was on the show, you know, they're like, hey, Jenova, do you want to get like, nah, dude, I hated Ruby Rose. I mean, I hate this shit now. I tweet about it all the time. It's fucking awful. I mean, if you were going to fire me, you'd have done it already, but you can't.
You can't. I'm under contract.
I'm in a minority hire. I'll tell them how you hate Italians. How you like that?
Get
I know
the-
how to play the game, G.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We're done.
Yes.
Ruby Rose, Alec Baldwin, Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm. Quite a night.
Quite a night, Gene. We're out of here. Gene, do some shilling.
Yes, don't forget the movie caption contest, movie Pictionary, movie Hangman are going on in the Discord, so be sure to play those. And Jenova will be switching out the movie caption contest tomorrow, so there will be a new one up tomorrow. And don't forget. I don't know if Porky's.
No, I gotta write it down. Sure.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I don't know if Porky's doing anything tomorrow or not. I told him he
You're
had the
doing-
day he could
you're-
do it for
you're doing
himself.
Something.
Okay, I guess I'm doing something then. That's fine.
Gene's doing something. Porky's doing something on Saturday. We talked
Okay.
about it last Saturday.
Okay. All right. I didn't know he didn't make that kind of clear to me.
Well, I was like, well, technically it would be my Saturday,
Yes.
but I was like,
He was
Porky
away in
missed-
California getting
Porky
pumpkin
missed
spice.
2 fucking Saturdays, so like,
Yeah.
go ahead, take the last Saturday, go
Mhm.
for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Watch him not be able to do it.
Oh, what did I say? Thursday. I meant tomorrow's Red Reel. I forgot. We're on fucking it's
Tomorrow's
Tuesday.
Red Reel. Tomorrow's
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yeah. So be sure to tune into that tomorrow on Wednesday.
Gene will come up with something for Thursday. Porky will have
Yep.
Saturday.
Yeah, and don't forget Friday we're doing a it's Outside the Lines about Ralph Bakshi.
Ralph Bakshi.
Yep. All right, that's it. That's all I got.
We appreciate everybody coming out tonight, giving us a piece of your time.
Thanks for sticking with us, folks.
The hills are burning.
They are.
Just gets worse and worse for them.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys. Everybody have a